Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
You bitch.
Why are you so low?
Hmm?
Why are you so low?
Mm, only as rude as you deserve, you know?
It's kind of listening much anyway, so it'll be fine.
Oh my god.
I can hear Kai just fine. I can hear you. You're like a little low for whatever reason, so it's fine. I'll just ask Kai what you said.
How about now?
You actually sound fine now.
Okay.
That's no fun.
I actually might have had my mic turned around. I did not
What?
realize my mic is directional on this thing, which I guess is a good thing if I'm surrounded by other shit.
What? Did you just like not? Huh? Did you
Okay, I
like
haven't had
twist it?
this. I
Is
mean,
it
when I set it
twisted?
up and pick it down, I accidentally like smack it.
Oh.
It's one of those like the stiff cable mics, so it
Mm-hmm.
bends very easily. But if I
Mm.
don't touch it, it'll hold its position.
I'm muted, aren't I? All right. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
For some reason, my Chrome exited out of Foundry and everything, so I'm gonna have to open that really fast.
Oh no.
Yeah, fortunate.
Do you also have to deal with that Steam Deck message? Oh wait,
I don't have a
did I
Steam
push
Deck.
that this time? No, but there's like a message that says, "Oh, do you want to link your Steam Deck to this session?" And if you say no or yes, or if you say no, it makes you reload.
Oh, that message. That's because of a module that I have that isn't. No, I do have to deal with that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I straight up just exited out of Chrome.
Yeah, but like when you load back in, would you have to reload basically twice because of that message? But I didn't.
If you give it a different answer, it just keeps going.
Yeah,
I normally X out of it, or I don't even know what I hit. It's just a box that I dismiss now.
I don't think I pushed that button today. I don't know.
It should only be asking me that in theory.
Sometimes that's us that too.
I think I
I
need
get
to
asked
go.
that pretty often.
I think I need to go and reconfigure it. It's only supposed to be for me because it's supposed to let the Stream Deck that I have integrate into Foundry. All right.
I haven't had that message in like a few weeks.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it's just
nice.
me, I guess.
Um, I'm ready to push this over if we are ready to begin.
Yeah. No ping, Casey.
Oh, are you pinging Casey?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good time for fish eating.
All right. So did you send an at did you at Casey?
Yeah.
All right. Hello, dreamers, and welcome to High Road, where I am still popping out the chat. Apparently, come on. Thank you for being agreeable. And I am also still rearranging the cameras. Walk, no, undo. Okay. Everybody has been reshuffled, and I am going to hit a button. Please? Please work? Maybe? All right, so can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, so hello and welcome to High Road, Dreamers. Today is yet another adventure in our long-running D&D campaign, High Road. We are in a new arc all about the sea and its call. And we're here being called by
One
the
Piece.
sea.
Oh wait. Can't use that.
Indeed. That would be a copyright violation. All right. So welcome to High Road. Last time on, our party elected to bypass a hive of scum and villainy in favor of 2 islands known to be teeming with life and natural resources with which they can repair their ship and stock up on their stores. They are sometimes known as the Twins, sometimes known as the Rich Twins for their abundance. We are going to head over to the ship map as we find what our heroes are doing in transit. Alright, so Casey. Lonnie has, the crew has decided that they are going to bypass the somewhat shady port in favor of a place known for an abundance of nature. What are you going to go for? Or rather, what will you be doing in the intervening days?
I
you gonna-
guess nothing really different.
Are you going to go for a scry? Are you going to try and seeing eye the islands? Fair if not. Valid to not.
Yeah, I think I'm good for now.
Alright, you're chilling.
I'm
But
just
why?
gonna be practicing the lyre.
Your scries have been doing so well lately.
You're chilling downstairs, enjoying your lyre practice. And lyring it up. The dulcet pluckings of the strings echoing through the boat. So, Darwin, Tento is... What is that spell and how do I get it off of you?
I guess Trevor is gonna. Sorry, Tento's just gonna ask Trevor, I guess, because he understands that they are also looking for a chalice or a grail, and ask them if it is the grail of How do I spell that name again? Litani?
If you can show it to
This-
me, I can...
This grail from this book.
Yeah, the Litany of the Grail.
Litany.
Yeah, the Litany speaks of the ancient Dagorians, and
Yeah.
indeed. So, the Grail doesn't have a name, the Grail, eponymously. So, yeah, you show it to Treadfar, and they say, yes, well, based on everything that...
I don't have this book, but yeah. I just asked them about it. I had to return the book back to the
You
library.
tell them, yes, I'm familiar with the Litany of the Grail. That's an interesting idea. I suppose their Grail could be one and the same. I need to inspect it to be sure, though.
Do you think it's what the Grail Pirates are after?
Well, based on their legend, they already have it in their possession, which raises an even worse question. If they're summoning their fleets to them, and they already have the Grail, what are they planning on going after?
Well, hopefully we don't find that out.
A good hope indeed, Tento. For now, we just have to discover the new islands, and they whip out like a chart.
This seems fun.
Yeah.
Did you redo these names? Like, did you redo the letter?
You do what names?
With our roles and stuff, and who roles of the people? It looks like better than it did before.
I haven't changed anything in a while. I don't know what name you're talking about. When you mouse over people?
No, just the name of the roles, like the actual, looks like you used your mouse to write these letters.
Name of my roles? I don't.
The pilots, the
Oh fuck! I
Talker.
forgot.
Yeah.
I still have you looking at this. No, I didn't. I didn't rewrite any of this.
I think that's the same
okay.
to me. Maybe you're more zoomed in than normal, or what you're used to.
So you hit up Treadfar,
Maybe.
and you have a conversation about the Grail and the pirates and their potential link. Anything
Mhm.
else?
No, that'll be all. Tento's just gonna get ready to. Oh no, like we're an island full of creatures, so I guess we'll just get ready to hunt things if necessary.
All right, he's getting ready. Meanwhile, Cabancho, what do you find yourself filling your days with en route as the boat creaks beneath you?
Cabancho is gonna spend his time getting used to using a quarterstaff again, specifically the staff of Brine Health.
Mm.
Which apparently I did not set up correctly because that was supposed to roll health when I rolled that, or it's supposed to have an option to roll health. Oh wait, no, sorry, this is the different thing. This one lets you use two hit dice. Um, but I think Kibancha is gonna be focusing on this staff,
Mm.
and um, along
Oh
with
wait,
this, the Amulet of Four Wisdoms.
can I practice with Gumbancho? Can hit each other with sticks?
All right, so you're tuning to the weapons, the items, and you're thinking about them. Water starts to take on that sea water sweetness, and you develop an attunement and focus on the amulet and its wisening properties. You feel like you're noticing things you've been missing your whole life with it.
Do I feel like barnacles are growing on me or
No,
becoming hag-like in
no,
any way?
you just feel like there are sensations associated with the staff, but they are not of you. You just experience them in proximity to and while attuned to the staff. There's a protective layer of differentiation. You're not becoming one with it or anything. You're pretty familiar with that sensation by now, so you know it's not happening. You just focus on the items, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Zion. You've been doing a lot of
Mm,
building. You've been doing a lot of projects. You've been doing a lot of studying. Do you do any? What are you focused on in this particular few days from the moment when they decide which way they're gonna break and that they're heading for the twins instead of that town?
Um, I think I'll try to finish building the mini Kefalos with the clockwork nuisance
All right,
parts.
you try to put that together. Give me a tinkerer's tools to see how it goes. All right, roll it 2 more times.
2 more times.
Mhm. Oh my.
Oh my.
So your sessions range from like doing a decent job to doing like an amazing job over the course of several days. You manage to complete, and you're trying to build just one of them, or are you trying to? Are you taking just like the shell, or are you breaking up the shell into multiple little things?
Um,
Are you shoot?
I'm just making a smaller version of it.
Okay, so you're shooting to have one. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. By the time you are arriving, you have a nuisance all your own. Let me create a duplicate here. Um, and you managed to create it. It's significantly stronger than its old equivalent in terms of its ability to take a hit. Are you focused on any particular functionality for it?
Um, Probably. How many legs does the Kefalos have? Yeah, like
It's got 6.
6. So maybe climbing features like the Banjo.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it gets a bit. It climbs a bit faster. And it scuttles a bit faster too in general, with how good of a job you've done. And better at the leap and the hop as well. And do you equip it with any additional special weaponry?
Yeah, the Aphelos' stinger
Right, you're getting the
and
stinger
the poison
on the device.
gland. I don't know
So,
how if it would get the poison gland stuff.
so do you want to just keep it loaded like with the preserved poison you have, or do you want it continue to produce its own?
Continue to produce.
Hmm. All right.
I mean, I could have it
roll
like
me 3 Arcanas. Because you're spending a while on it, so it's not just how good you do once. It's like the average. All right.
Okay. Uh-huh.
All right.
And-
I mean, if he gets a third one, does that mean he wins?
Okay.
Darn.
You know healing magic, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you devise a envenomating ritual. Material component 1 day's ration, unmitigatable, and basically spend 10 minutes to cause the gland to reanimate and refill in the current shell. So basically, you can do this ritual and give up a day's meal to it, and it will convert those calories basically into the venom.
Mhm. Okay. I will write that down.
I'm trying just desperately to transfer all of the Stinger's shit over to this new one I'm making real quick. And then we'll be good to go, I would say, to the island. Action. An attack. Extra critical. Now, as a mini Clockwork Kephalos, it's not going to be quite as strong, but it does still have all of the poison. So its piercing attack isn't going to be quite as great, but the poison is going to be the same.
Okay.
Which is, yeah, alright, Constitution. A flat 16. Alright. And now, how do I Clockwork Kephalos nuisance? It will get a custom token 1 day soon, but for now, let's look at the ownership. Let's look at Zion. Let's make an owner. Bam! Okay. And we're going to throw it top level Call of the Sea. And then we're going to throw it into party level X. Summons, I guess. Alright. So, after several days, there is a scuttling little, like, clockwork shell nuisance that you have created. It is smaller, but it is still very Kephalos-like, and it has this little stinger. What do you want to, do you name it anything? Do you have it do anything? Do you emerge with it onto the deck? Do you hide it away?
It could be called MK. Mini Kephalos.
Alright, MK. We pray that we never see the ultra distant. Alright.
In a Yeah, I'll go walk it. I don't know.
You take it for a walk on the deck, and Zion simply emerges to the dulcet lute music below with a little walking clockwork Kephalos. Tento, you practicing your hunting as you see this creature emerge. Barbell is pretty surprised. What's that? And everyone turns and Fightar says, it's a crab! As Fightar kind of like comes over as if though to make a meal of it.
I don't. You know what? I don't think that's a crab.
Oh? How would it not be a crab? He
It's
looks very
too
confused and scratches his chin.
Metal like to be a crab.
Why can't you have a metal crab? We have a metal person. Vitar points to Zion.
Hmm.
Oh, that's true. You have a point. Go on. Continue.
Oh, do you think... Tento, you're the cook. Do you think we can cook it well? Can we cook a delicious metal crab?
I don't think it has
Oh.
any gooey parts on the
He
inside.
sits down glum and says, but the gooey parts are the good parts of the crab.
I know.
Sounds like you haven't
It's-
tried.
It's the failure. It's a failure of a crab. I'm sorry, buddy.
Damn.
Oh, I see. A failure of a crab.
But you know what it does look like? Besides a crab?
What does it look like?
A spider.
Oh, like Cabancho.
But cooler.
It's a metal Cabancho.
But cooler because it doesn't talk. Wait, can it talk?
So
Look at
Cabancho,
Zion.
you're like up here like meditating on the weapons and the
Not
gear, and you hear all this happening.
Not yet.
They're both in common. They both died once. Or at least once, I guess.
Wait,
Damn.
do you want to be real like Cabancho?
You
Do you
did
want to
both
destroy
die
it again and remake it?
You know where I'm...
God damn, guys.
Is that what you're looking for?
I'd say that would follow. This joke is gonna follow you to your grave, but it's followed you past the grave too.
Twice. Just keeps coming, you know? It don't stop coming, it don't stop coming. So like what is this, Zion?
It's a nuisance.
Are you talking about the spider or me?
Yes, the spider.
Okay. You say a nuisance? I mean,
Yeah, a clockwork nuisance.
oh, that's the okay. So I say you just called it a nuisance. Like that's a pretty mean thing to say about something you just made. Oh, okay, I understand now. Gotcha. Why did you make this?
Why not?
All right. No, just
Yes.
just asking.
I just had some time. Figured I'd make something.
Can you make me a metal bird?
You got parts for a metal bird?
Depends. What does those parts include?
Blueprints?
Oh. Oh yeah, blueprints for this. I thought you just made it up yourself.
I mean, I had a whole thing of it. It wasn't a
Oh,
blueprint, it
yeah.
was an actual nuisance.
Oh yeah, we did take one of those, didn't we? Hey, I'm sure we'll find like a mechanical bird somewhere around here. Who doesn't like mechanical birds?
Igala kind of looks at all this clockwork stuff and just takes it and says, I guess everyone has their thing.
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure how Zion made it, but it's pretty cool. I'm sure who would like this a lot. For sure, Treyfar would probably like this a lot. Kyrak might like it too because it's so weird.
Yeah, so you have your little metallic friends, and the
Cabancho might be jealous.
It's got a stinger too.
Ooh.
Go on.
Wait.
Sting Tento.
No.
It rotates it,
Oh. I just like
attempts
I
to
was, like,
deploy its
slapping
stinger.
it. No, stop.
It,
Pause.
It makes an attack with disadvantage.
Oh my god, that one says 18.
It almost crit you.
Yeah, it almost
Oh
crit me.
my god.
Yeah.
Good con save.
Does it-
Oh, that's not good. Ow.
It stabs Tento and palms him
Holy
with
shit!
his items.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That little sting did not do that much damage to me. That's wild.
That
That
four-
sting does full
and
damage.
it narrowly. It only has half the dice on piercing, but it does the exact same. Oh, thank you, Jack, for the Water of the Week. It does the exact same poison damage because it's the same poison. It's just a
Okay,
smaller
it-
stinger.
It did 30 damage and poison.
Which, to be fair, you could have halved that if you'd passed the con save.
I didn't.
You didn't though.
Now think of how many novices we could take out with this. Think of how many children we can take out with this.
Huh?
Oh
You
my
could take
God.
out an adult with this. Jesus, it just dealt 43 damage to me.
Yes, devious ideas beginning to float as everyone's like, "Whoa, is that safe?" And there's like
No, that fucking hurt.
necrotizing skin around Tento.
Ion.
Yeah, Captain
my
Keiko
bad.
says, we
Shit.
can't be poisoning each other on the deck. Please take this to the study. As everyone kind of makes a look at Zion, who's been spending most of his time in the bedroom where everyone's supposed to sleep, making weird creations.
I'm also poisoned too for the next hour.
Yeah, you are. It sucks.
What the fuck?
Get poisoned on.
Design like, or not Zion, Tento. I'm like, Tento, what did you mess with this time? You look
I
like
didn't
shit.
do anything.
I don't believe you. Are you okay?
No, it hurts. I don't feel well
Our-
either.
Yes, cure wounds at second level.
I guess less the restoration.
Did you
Remove his
even know it was
poison
gonna-
debuff.
Oh, that's good. Holy shit.
Max healing.
Mm.
Thanks. At least
I
I
made
got
a
this.
dent against what damage you took.
I healed most of it. I actually it's healed.
You healed less than half of it.
You said the piercing was half? Even then, that's like still a little over half. Holy shit.
Nothing. What he meant was the creature did 2d12 piercing.
Oh, the
This thing does
real
1d12
thing?
instead.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, so the cave
So no,
floor
that
is a 2d12
43 is the
piercer.
full damage that thing did to you.
Oh, Jesus. How the fuck did we kill these things in the first place?
Well, you see, they focus one target and everyone else is free to attack it.
Was it you? Did they focus you?
I don't know. I
I
was
don't-
down.
I don't-
I wasn't really conscious to see.
I don't remember fighting these things. That's why I'm trying to like piece
There was
together.
only
like,
one of
holy
them.
crap. Was there only one of them?
Was there only one?
Yeah, the rare Cephalos.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of the stingray. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the stingray.
No, these are like the 1 in 1,000, the 1 in 10,000, the 1 in 100,000.
That thing.
I can't remember the
Mhm.
numbers.
Something numbers.
Well, anyways, Tento, stop messing with weird things and stop eating random shit.
Yeah, Keiko.
That none of those things.
Keiko
were
says to take the
bad.
poisoning off of the main deck, and everyone sort of gets on their way after gawking at the events.
Can I just like do that again? Like what? Does that have a limit?
Why do you ask these questions? Were you not hurt enough just a second ago?
I'm not asking for to do it to me again. I'm wondering if it can do it
You're
again.
inviting that chaos into your world. Anyways, you want to help me with something now that you're like, hurt?
Don't you mean better?
No, now that you're hurt.
Okay, yeah. What is it?
I want to practice using this thing. I use Staff of the Brine Health on Tento.
Okay. Are there whole healing dice? To
No, these
heal?
are your hit dice.
Oh, okay. Hit dice. It said healing dice. Like, what the fuck is a healing dice?
Oh, that might have been my typo.
Okay, so I just roll hit 2 hit dice as a consume my hit dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah, I
basically get to
wasn't
expend a short 2 hit dice like you did a short rest without having to do a short rest.
That's fine. I don't usually hit dice anyways. 16. Oh, cool. He healed it for me. I was like, oh, wow, that feels better. Was that one of the things that we found in the cave?
Yeah, you found this in one of the coral boxes, the weird shaped thing.
Damn. I always have a backup plan, don't I? I'm a fucking genius.
Your backup plan is for me to use the things you found for me when you get hurt.
Yeah.
Is that your plan from the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah.
So much foresight. Like you said, you could have divined it, you know.
Hey, sometimes when you're just good, Gavancho, you don't need to do anything. You just know, everything just falls into place.
You're lucky you have good friends.
maybe I'm the cleric. Or whatever Lonnie is.
Did you mean to say Oracle?
I don't know. I don't think she wants people to actively know she's an oracle, so I don't
No,
say
she's a
that out
demon.
loud.
You say cleric.
I know. That's fine. People can think I'm dumb.
All right.
Where's Lonnie, anyways?
Down
Alright.
below.
I would think I'll commotion would drag her out.
Why would I voluntarily go closer to the edge near the water?
That's fair. I would think all the commotion would bring you out. It's okay. It's something you haven't. It's not like you haven't heard the noises of Tento getting hurt before. So yeah, it's probably just another thing.
Yeah, that's normal. That means everything's okay.
Everything's right with the world. All right. Well, that hurt. So can it do it again?
You want to
Does-
try?
No, I'm asking if it has a limit to it.
It seems like the poison sac probably does have an outer limit, but it's weird. You can look like between the gaps in the metal and stuff, and it looks weirdly alive, like flowing with green ichor moving around in the organ. More organic than the usual constructions of Zion.
Zion, where'd you even get this poison from?
The rare crab we fought.
Huh. Can you make some for me too?
You can try to extract it from the stinger.
I don't want to do that right now. You don't just have like some on you?
No.
You're wary of poison or something?
Hmm?
Are you wary of poison or something like that?
I'm worried of the thing that just stung me and hurt me, yes.
It has the poison sac inside of it that creates the poison.
I don't think you want me just to yank that out, do you?
No.
Okay, cool. So we're done. So how else am I supposed to get the poison?
Extract it from the stinger.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that later. Right now, I don't want to get close to that thing. I was just making sure that was my only option. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that now. That's that. Oh, you know what? Maybe tomorrow. Hopefully, it's still around for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did you make any more?
No, my
No,
God.
I only have parts for one.
Okay. Cool.
So the party, time moves, and Gabancho, you become attuned to your weapons. MK is done on like the last day before your arrival, and then the wind in your sails and flapping about strikes, and you arrive at the Twins as I go into user data and get your fucking boats ready. So, you've arrived, and you see a strange new set of islands spread out before you. You have 3 boats at the moment. One is your very wounded Ballinger. One is your usual sly cut with the good old Captain McCracken Gentuli. Gentuli McCracken, rather. That is 4. And then there is, of course, the indefatigable Fair Trade. A very reliable and trustworthy cog you've ridden all this way. So, the water begins to shallow out a little around within about 100 feet of the island. So unless you're intending to bring your ship aboard, you need to take either the thwarth, which is sort of the lifeboat stroke away boat, or you would need to take another vessel. Additionally, you see that there is, over some various things.
We don't see anything.
Oh, you don't see shit. No. Oh, wait. Global illumination is on. Why don't you see things?
We don't have tokens.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, no. Okay, that's the problem, right?
Actually, we just don't exist in general. We're all figments of your imagination. This isn't real. Hyrule has not been going on for that.
Big Newtons in my imagination. All right, how about now?
We have an eye. Yes.
I can see clearly now.
I can see. I. Has stats. It has stats. Look at that. I didn't do
I
that.
can't see, but I'm also on a different map.
Why are you on a different map?
Why do I feel this is
Wow.
becoming
Yeah,
a
I had to-
recurring
I had
problem
to-
for you, Shin?
I had to click over onto the map to
All right,
transfer.
what about now?
Now I can see.
Click over
And I'm on
onto
the same
it.
map
Did
as
it
everyone
make
else.
did it make them both options or something? Anyway,
Yeah, I made it both options for me, so I had to go click.
I wonder why that happened. Maybe it didn't really say. Anyway, so you have your little fleet here. You have a very wounded Ballinger, which is a shallow draft vessel, and you can actually bring pretty close safely. You see there's a significant ship over here, about a Bagliano, which is sort of like in this U area. And you see that there's a strange, there's like cliffs over here, a strange purple wood, and lots of dense forest, as well as like a little river coming down. So these cliffs represent raised areas, and each of these squares is about like 100 feet. It's not hard to get a ship to go, like 100 feet. The problem is more so turning in these close proximities and avoiding shoals or anything. So that will primarily be what governs speed in these scenarios. But yeah, birds chirp freely in the air, and the coasts are open before you. There's lots of open sands, green grass, and dense foliage. The green grass, color-coded, as you can see.
The
And
question is, where do we want to dock?
I will also deploy judiciously. Yeah, you can't quite see past like the cliffy section, so there will be terrain walls on all of those.
So what do we exactly know about these islands again?
They're teeming with life, and that it should be very easy to get wood here to replace your losses and food to re-up your supplies. However, they're also teeming with creatures, some dangerous, others less so. And that's what you know, and you know that there is a pretty significant ship you've usually seen used by merchants over here in the middle of this longer
Yeah.
island, and this thicker island is between you and them. And there are several extended areas of beach that are safe to put out. For the full repairs you want to do on the Ballinger, you're probably going to have to pull it in onto the shores. So you'll want to pick where you're putting it. And at the moment, the captain is content to weigh anchor with the fair trade here and let you guys go ashore and decide whether or not a certain area is safe before committing the rest of the ships. which would put you with, again, Captain Gentuli on the sly cut. So, where will you and the penitent go, is now the question.
I think. Where is it good? I like up here.
Sure, you can also, does anybody have a looking glass? Spyglass?
Hey, Zion, how quickly can you make one?
I really thought someone got one as, like, loot at some point, and we're like, wow.
I
that's so
thought
cool.
Probably.
Shin.
Yeah.
I mean, Kabanjo took. No.
I believe that was original Kabanjo. Or I guess that was Kabanjo Akechi.
So
did mess
you
with-
admit it? It's not Kabancho
Dead.
who's with us.
I
Dead
believe it's that I have
Kabancho.
not picked up anything like that since my second reawakening.
What about your third?
Wait, then that means one of us has it, supposedly. Because we literally
I
just bought
don't-
it.
I don't remember picking up a spyglass.
I don't remember
I mean,
that
if you
being a
guys
thing either.
have the adventure pack, I believe it has it in there. Or maybe it was the dungeoneering one. I don't remember.
Nope.
I do not have either of those things. I have the Explorer's Pack, which does not have that. What the fuck is a mess kit?
That's
So
like
Zion, how quickly can you make one? Miskit's like
cooking utensils
bathroom.
and stuff.
I thought. Oh wait, no. Never mind. Yeah, it is.
Yes, I mean, we could just sail around the coast and see. We don't have to.
Sure.
Surely Treadfar has one.
I'm sure
Do
the
we want-
captain has something like that.
Yeah,
Right? We
surely
have to
there is
look.
one on the
Captain.
ship.
Captain
That's true.
McCracken whips out his and offers it to you and says, "Everyone here, taller eyes can get a good view."
Actually, I think that might be a better spot. Can we look around this area?
Yeah,
Yeah.
give me a perception with advantage if you use the spyglass or just regular perception otherwise. And for right now, we're doing it to check out this area.
Who's using the spyglass? I'm gonna guidance them.
Probably Tento.
I don't know. Do you just want to like upload it all onto me?
I mean, until those could all see, just only one person gets the advantage.
Okay.
And
27.
a D4. If you want to use it.
So 28.
All right. So, 14. Well, there appears to be water there coming down from an elevated position. There is lesser foliage near the mouth, and there is greater foliage further from the mouth. That's about what you've determined. Meanwhile, other people might have determined more. So,
I would hope so.
Kabancho, you see signs of smaller creatures sort of, darting in and out amidst the trees. And nothing of size is really, lounging out in the open at the moment. So let me get rid of this wording here and see if I can't use something cleverer. Okay, yeah. So, the river mouth point of interest, Tento, you take in
Me.
everything there is to see at the river mouth, and what you notice is this. There are signs of large creatures passing through, even stripping some bark from trees, and clearly rustling and breaking branches.
Oh, thank God you're typing all that.
However, there are lots of medium-sized creatures that are simply well hidden One appears to have skin that is actively changing colors to better coat with the territory and is the size of a leopard. So that's what you take in from your spyglass. And that's information about the river mouth, which I have now marked, and you should be able to mouse over this little symbol, and it should tell you. So, like, yeah. If you guys would like to talk or scout another location or anything like that, feel free.
Tintas is gonna point out, let's not go over there yet. That it seems like there's a lot of maybe unfriendly things running around in there, or they pass the area a lot, probably because of the water. There seems to be a creature that camouflages really well. It's kind of hard to see, but I can see it.
Can
How's
you see
the-
it or can you not? Like, is
It's
it
like-
in between.
Yeah, it's like a blur. It's kind of weird. Do I have any idea what kind of creature that is?
Do you have any idea what kind of creature it is? Well, yes. You do. You think that it's a... You think that it's... If you had to guess, it looks like it's on 4 legs and has a tail. That's what you can tell more or less visually. If you want more insight than that, give me a survival or a nature test. Okay. Your gut's telling you it's some sort of cold-blooded lizard that likes to seek the heat by basking in the sun, and that's why it's in a place that has less tree cover. You also suspect that it is probably a hunter, and that is why it is camouflaged, but it is not at the top of the food chain. So its camouflage is both to help it hunt and to defend it against whatever is at the top of the food chain.
Okay, cool. So I kind of see it's camouflage. It's like a big lizard thing. We probably shouldn't head there, just because there's a lot of things running around there. Is there any other place that looks like this got like a lot of trees and is close to us? I guess right here.
Yeah, that's an area that's like a lot of trees. It's sort of like its own cluster.
So it's not too far away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about like 100 feet across and 50 feet wide of dense tree.
Yeah,
Is
I don't have any problems with that.
Oh gosh, I rolled a 17.
Do you all get to roll perception again?
Yeah, everyone gets to roll perception again. Everyone cares to.
I'll give guidance to Tento again.
You matched me.
How does
Quick,
it
roll a
feel?
d4.
Oh, never mind. You're beneath me.
You're beneath me.
Oh, never mind. I am above you.
The question is, how much of a difference does that actually make?
Headier
now,
version of me
who
would have
do
been
I
worse
do?
by 5.
who
instead
do
of
I
raising
give
mine by
Flash a
5.
Genius to?
Alright.
Yeah, you're sitting there trying to get on top of each other to scramble harder and like steal the floating glass from each other. And
And then Zion just shoves one over.
Yeah.
Zion's flash of genius this time was actually just screwing the other person over.
Yeah. Flash of idiots. So I guess it's a 20 and a 23. Because it wants to be petty. It's okay.
I
It's
think
very
two
funny.
people wanted to be petty, actually.
Huh?
I think 2 people wanted to be petty there, actually.
Oh, is on actually gonna do flash of genius?
No, I mean, you
Nani.
still rolled. You still rolled just to get higher, though.
I rolled the the dice that you gave me.
Me out of curiosity,
At-
do we have a short rest since Tento's accident?
Yeah,
and
that was
now?
that was yesterday. It's a long rest. Everyone gets all their shit back from that.
Okay.
Oh,
Full health,
okay.
yeah.
Wait, what was Tinto's accident?
I didn't
The getting poisoned by by Zion's new creature.
Oh.
I was an accident. Zion
Yep.
literally said "sting me, sting
That was-
Tento."
All right, so we've
An
got some
accident.
results. So Copes, the Copes appears. I'm spelling it wrong. I don't care. The Copes
That's fine,
appears
as long as we understand it.
to have some minor ups and downs in the terrain, makes it harder to navigate, and is dense with coiling roots. There are many trails of small feet and signs of thrown up bark and clumps of dirt and deeper sand, implying charging. And you could roll, and so with a 23, Tento catches a glimpse.
No, not
of what
Tento.
appears.
It's Cabacho. Cabacho got the 23. I got the 20.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah,
You
At least
the
he's
20.
honest.
Wait, what did Camacho get?
a 23.
Okay, yeah. Holy shit. Oh yeah, Camacho.
Well, that's
I
because
have
Cabacho's.
wisdom now.
That's because Cabacho's cheating and using equipment to.
Oh, because you don't do that ever.
No, I
You,
I
Mister,
don't.
I have a small arsenal on my back at all times.
I do use the equipment to raise my stats. I don't think I do. Do I? Wait, do I?
But you
I don't
used
think
the spyglass. That's an equipment.
Ah, dang it! You're
You
right.
did get an advantage because of that.
Yeah, there's a small creature. You see a glimpse of ivory, perhaps tusks or horns, and it quickly moves out of sight, but doesn't seem to be alone based on the kick-ups of dust around it.
There are many small trails of feet or work, so imply charging. So that's not. It is safer than the river mouth.
I
but
don't know about
something-
safer, but at the same time, it seems like the whole island's gonna be unsafe. At least
But what is
with
this? But it, like comparatively to like the river mouth, I think this area might be safer. At least nothing is cloaking around there. If anything, we'll see it coming. Probably. I
Yeah.
hazard a guess. What about up
Wait.
here?
So, but also, you guys are asking to like try to dock near trees. I don't
Yeah.
know if you can get dock near trees, but also not have anything dangerous nearby because trees are kind of
Look,
prime
Lonnie,
hiding grounds.
we want the cake in. You know, we
It's-
want to make the cake and eat it too.
it's less of not trying to find danger, but just trying to find the best spot so that the ship isn't
In
constantly
immediate
being-
danger.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to
Oh.
scope out anything? You could bring the ship up close and start to get a better view. Are you looking at the point there? Are you looking at the clearing here? What's up?
Can I look at this hilltop? Or try
Absolutely.
to?
It's worth noting, based on the relative elevation, what you're mostly going to see is the cliff line, so you're going to get less information about that area than you would if you had elevation on it. Additionally, you can't help but note that if you were on top of that cliff looking down to the north, you might also get additional information on things that were below you. You might also be able to get information on that extra information on that ship over there, which is presently a clean 1.8k feet away.
Oh my god, so far.
I mean, I vote we try to go for this hill.
Yeah, so
Mountain.
that cliff is about 300 feet away. Sorry, not 300 feet away, not 3,000. So you could head over
You
there, and
wanna
it
go-
appears that there's a clear. I sure I missed it, but the river mouth. You know, the
Yeah.
water seems to be running from there.
Wait, is
do
it?
we have any boats that would
is
fit?
it- Is the water running into that area, or is it running
No, it's
out of
running
that
out. It
area?
runs
No,
out. Sorry.
water flows down.
Yeah, you see this gray stuff. It's cliff. So like this is a higher elevation, and this over here is a higher elevation. So that's a river that starts up and runs down. Yeah, out into the ocean.
How wide is the river, or can you tell? Do we have a boat that could travel up it, or not really?
The river couldn't be more
That would be
than
really hard.
perhaps 10 feet wide, but is surely not. The only thing you have that might make it up is the thwarth. That being
Oh.
said, it definitely looks wide enough for the thwarth, which is not even what you're in right now. That's the like 10 feet wide thing that you have to paddle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically like your lifeboat. And
That sounds like it would be really hard to like go up to, because you're already running
the issue
against the
is
water.
you're having
We
to
didn't
go
have someone
up.
that didn't have control water.
That's true.
Um.
So
Well,
the answer here is Captain Gentuli does not feel his penitent can make it up that river in any meaningful capacity. It's going to have to be the thwarth or nothing if you want to head up.
Kabancho will say, "I vote we travel to the south of this island over here, and try to get up to that mountain, or to that up that cliff
Why would we want to go up the cliff?
to get a better idea of what's here."
Well, we're not really here to like. We're just here to get more lumber for the ships.
And food, and try to see what's here, because the second reason why we came here is we were interested was on this island.
I mean, we'll explore the island. But, like, we should position ourselves better for like the first thing we want, rather than the third thing we want.
How big is this island? Like, what's a square represent?
100.
100 feet. Yeah, if you whip out the measuring tool, it will actively tell you.
Okay. How? If we hypothetically had a fly speed of like 60 feet, maybe, just throwing a random number out there.
Yeah, you'd be able to dash and get a square per turn, basically. Because you'd be going 120 feet.
Okay.
So you could pretty rapidly traverse the area by air. Would you like to go for that?
Eh,
If you wanted to try that, you need to remember that fly is a very short duration.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking polymorph instead. I just need to actually see. I think Great Eagle.
Isn't polymorph just as short?
Hmm?
Or is polymorph longer?
I thought polymorph was an hour.
Maybe it was. I don't. Maybe I might be wrong.
yeah,
Yep,
we should.
polymorph is an hour.
Okay. Was it?
eh,
Giant
Again,
Eagle, not
I-
Great Eagles. Okay.
I think we should move ourselves for
Speed,
gathering lumber first,
perception, see-
and then we can do the other things. Because gathering the lumber is gonna take a while.
Mm-hmm.
I
So we
think
should
traversing the island's gonna take longer than gathering lumber. Also,
Well-
is the dark green the only places with trees, or is the light green also wooded?
The light green really isn't wooded at all. No, it's more of
Oh, okay.
like there's grass there, yeah, and there's some underbrush, and there might be like some trees, like some small palms, but it's not. It's either not enough to be meaningful matter, or it's not even the type of timber that is going to help. Like Zion takes
Okay.
one look and knows that only wood that's coming from these deep sections is going to be useful. There's also a strange purple wood over here that seems to branch out in weird ways.
I don't think we can see that far.
You can see out to 5 miles in real life, and that's only 2,400 feet away. So it's like, a line on the horizon.
Okay.
We want
I
to
was-
go check
I-
out the other ship.
I don't think we should interact with other ships around this area, especially if they're like how close are we to the other island, the pirate island, or pirate port?
You're a few days away because you chose
Oh, okay,
to.
never mind.
It's sort of like a cross in the roads of the sea, sort of. Someone could definitely just like sail between here. It wouldn't take that long. But
Mhm.
usually this is someplace people typically come to resupply without having to pay. because it's known there's going to be a lot of food and wood.
Oh, it's like just raid other ships.
So then, like, is the threat that we're concerned about on the island, or other people coming into the island?
I think mostly it's
Probably,
what's on the island.
yeah. Yeah, I still wouldn't want to interact with anyone out here.
We want to circle around and see what's over here.
You can spyglass it first.
Yeah.
If we move over here, Lonnie's just gonna ask the pixies to cast polymorph.
What? Why?
Why?
So we can all just look around easier, maybe?
I think we should use the polymer for when we actually do set down somewhere first. That way we have more time to like actually look around, and that way we're also sure that everyone is settled in before we start
Okay.
exploring. But I would like to spyglass here.
Give me one more ping to see where you're spyglassing.
Uh.
All right, so you want to spyglass over here?
I think
will-
they want to
Yeah,
go around.
is that-
Okay, so you want to ask Captain McCracken to take you around this like northern tip, right?
Mhm. Well, I like spyglass first before we move.
So here's the thing: you want to spyglass someplace that's on the far side of 200 feet of jungle.
Yeah.
What you see is the tree
You
line.
got
over,
X-ray
you
vision.
see the tree line over here is what you see, right?
Okay.
If you got elevation,
I wasn't sure how.
you might be able to get.
I wasn't
like,
sure
a
how
good view.
thick the thing was.
No,
How
it's pretty
thick the forest was.
The
Okay.
forest gets pretty thick pretty quick. The moment you get to like the real tree line, you know what I mean? It
Even
gets pretty thick.
then, it doesn't really matter how thick it is. You're still going through like over several hundred feet of just trees. The chances of you being able to like find 1/3 line.
I just don't want us to go like back and forth, because like we find out like I was hoping we didn't have to do that. I was hoping to like look at a place and then move rather than move, look at a place, then possibly move back because we
That's
don't
why
like
I'm
that
also
place.
suggesting just polymorph, but
We don't want to use up all your spells.
I mean it's one spell for like multiple polymorphs.
I think it's alright to just move the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the ship Centuli brings you around. Everybody gets into their position. Pour hard! And with the wind on your side, you manage to come around. It's no big an issue. You're a bit closer to that Bagliano over there. And you do notice at this distance that...
Do you have cannons pointing at us? That would be a fucking shot, wouldn't it? Jeez. I just realized that's 700 feet away. Oh my gosh. I don't know how far. How far can cannon shoot?
You would notice that they do have some thwarts of their own out, and I lied. Thwarts can technically do so. They have some thwarts of their own out, it would seem. And you note that there appears to be a pretty significant sea monster carcass hung by big metal, look like giant grappling hooks piercing its flesh off one side of the ship. But yeah, you come over here. Give me your perception to spy. You already rolled. And ping again. Which point you wanted me to give you? Okay.
Do you want another D4?
Yeah, sure. To be clear, guys, if they did have a cannon, they would be able to hit us. Cannons can fire up to 7,200 feet away.
What the?
Right? That's what I said. I was like, wait, really?
Wait, is that modern cannons or like?
It would depend on the
Medieval.
gun. It would depend on the gun. It would depend on how much it was loaded, and there'd be a question of accuracy, right?
Mm,
Are you looking at effective
Yeah, I think it's more the
range?
question of accuracy part.
You're looking at like the effective range or like the
round
total?
shots if they want to hit a distant target. Constitution's cannons fired. I don't know. It's called, I guess, Constitution cannon.
What are you reading from?
I just googled it.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I mean, it comes down to what sort of.
It is a little snippet from the USS Constitution Museum. So
That. I think that's a modern ship. One moment. Oh
I
yes,
just
the USS Constitution was no, it was an older frigate, yeah, but their guns aren't that good. I can tell you.
okay.
Um,
So
They don't. I'm not confirming or denying whether they have a cannon, but they don't have one that good. If so,
they don't have one that'll shoot 7,000 feet
Yeah.
away.
but I mean, you know that.
Sorry, you said
You know,
carcass.
you know
a
that
giant sea creature.
1.5k feet wouldn't be crazy for like a ballista. So,
Yeah.
like, if your major ship was here and you wanted to open fire, it wouldn't be crazy for you to be able to hit them. That rule cuts both ways.
Heard.
So you come around and you check out the curve inner. So the curve inner, and what's your total number after all of your bonuses? 25. Okay. There are signs of recent fishing activity, including broken off posts and dragging of nets. That's as well as some ash from presumably fire pits near arranged rocks. Only small creatures dart in and around the foliage, but there are signs of boars or similarly sized four-legged creatures walking by habitually. There appears to be a desire path that leads deeper into the jungle. Got a mark on your map. I don't want you to do that. I don't want it to work like that. I don't want you to connect it. I don't want you to connect the little thingy. I just want it to go.
So basically, it looks like someone's been there before.
Yeah, it looks like someone's been here like somewhat recently and like camped out and fished. In fact, you also note there are some tree stumps where wood has been logged. Note there are also fresh grown saplings near the tree line.
Are you telling me after they cut down the trees, they put some saplings down? That's amazing.
It's possible, but you could roll a nature.
Oh, okay. I say those people are so thoughtful.
It looks like the trees here have bursting seed. You notice that these are a rare type of tree that has an inherently bursting tree seed pod. Unless you were pretty careful, if you just casually knock down one of these trees, their seed pods will instantly burst and like shrapnel the area with pods.
By the way, guys, that's a real thing.
So
There's actual trees like that.
yeah, so you suspect that they just didn't prevent what would naturally happen. You also know that the only way an island chain of these islands are reliably supplying a bunch of different people timber is this shit must be growing really fast.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be some fertile fucking soil.
Are all the trees like this?
Not all of them, but when you look at there's two major species. One of them has a burster, and the other appears to distribute nuts fairly regularly. So.
Alright, so bursting trees, gotcha. Make sure they have a shield. They're standing behind a shield when they're trying to grab lumber.
Yeah. So if you put in there, it would be about 100 feet from the water line to the jungle. Do you want to scope out any other location or do anything else while your boat is coming out over here?
Guess over here.
Ting.
Hmm.
Ting. All right, one more set of rolls.
Let's go.
Damn it. I'll relive that glory one more time at least once.
You can try. 23.
And Comanche like, there's trees there. All right, so
Oh, there's the trees.
Oh, I see trees. That's what we want, right?
Hey, I mean, you're not wrong.
yeah, there are signs of birds swooping here in to hunt, and small broken branches and mixed bramble, soft bits ripped up to go make nests elsewhere, but it does not look like they nest here. The trees coil with small moving creatures, but the floor is largely clear.
All right. Anywhere else anyone wants me to check out before? Anything else? That's the group.
Yeah, right here.
This thing right here. Maybe they got maybe there's some good supplies over there.
They got some lumber. I see it.
Yeah, like what better than fix a ship but with another ship? That's how
Zion.
most games does it, right? You just have two of the same thing combined together. It fixes it.
Yeah.
Rightly, all we gotta do is just crash into each other and we'll combine into one bigger ship,
Yeah,
right?
you
It's
just
one of
need to
those
use a-
Virgin games,
You just
right?
need to use a guillotine on both ships, and then they merge, right? To create, as long as you control the chart.
Yeah, sure. I'll also check these guys out.
Sure. And give me your spyglass. Give me the perception.
Damn, you know when Tento just needs to spy on someone, I guess he really wants to spy on someone. It's 32.
I'm not even gonna roll.
Are you sure, Shun? You sure don't want to waste your nat 20 on this?
No, I'm good.
You can save it for later. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
He's
still trying to look at.
saving
I'm still trying to look at the
I
heel
can
while you
show
moved on.
He's saving them for the novices.
Yeah. Jin's trying to play the long game. He's like, those novices, when I hit them that 20, dead. Just eviscerated. Nothing left.
All right. There's a white flag with a black segmented snake of many sails depicted. Snake of 3 heads depicted with snake of many scales. Sorry. Pierced by a trident. There are many hunters aboard this vessel. It has one scorpion, a rock-throwing artillery piece intended to throw many stones at short range, and 2 traditional ballista. The captain appears to be a woman with a long, wide mane of black hair with a white stripe. She's also noticing you through her own spyglass. She pulls it away and gives you a wink. It appears as if though the people on this ship are pretty prepared for a tussle, and they have that large sea creature cut up hanging from the side of their ship drying, and they've also got other clear signs of drying barrels and such. It would appear as if though they are... Yeah, you can. You give a wink back. Now just give me a charisma roll, just a straight charisma roll.
Oh no! Not my
Yeah,
charisma!
I want to see how good that wink is.
Tento's good at those guys. It's okay.
Okay, where's that nat one?
No, it's gotta be a nat 2. Gotta be a
wow.
nat 2.
All right, yeah. So you give a fine wink, would appear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because it's a
Just
-1, it
fine.
would come out to a dirty one, a natural one. So
All right. So for the most part, it looks like Does it look like they're like pretty much done with the hunting, or they're just
well, they have
waiting
two.
for their?
They have 2 boats out right now.
Okay.
You'd guess that means they're. It doesn't look like they're getting ready to leave just yet. They have their anchor down, and they have 2 of their boats out.
Oh, I did not see the other boat right
Oh,
there.
yeah, sorry.
I only
So-
saw.
so
I only,
these-
no, yeah, I only saw that one. That's fine. I see it now. Yeah.
So as far as you can tell, I mean, there could be more. Like if they had one behind this cliff right now, you wouldn't see it.
That's fair.
But as far as you can tell, they've got 2 little boats out and their
The-
main ship.
But it seems like they're just here to get some meat and chill.
It definitely looks like it. You, anybody who wanted to could roll a history on that flag.
Did Kento describe it?
Yeah, of course. I would describe everything. I would never
Minus
keep
1.
anything. Oh my god, I'm lucky though.
Hey!
Hey.
I was
All
like,
right,
Zion!
Zion, you got this.
Oh, no shit, but
Zion, man, it's like you're the brains. It's like you're the Sherlock and I'm the Watson.
Zion just said, "Stay in your lane."
Yeah.
So the Trident Society are a group of mercenary monster hunters who work freelance for the highest bidder or harvest raw monster parts in the wild. They prefer the least regulated territories possible, entering places like the Albardian Empire only under hefty contracts for monster hunting jobs. For those who can afford them, they're capable of annihilating everything from werewolf packs to drakeling nests. However, they tend to prefer large quantities of easier prey where possible. Zion knows, based on its studies, that they were founded by an adventurer who used to wander the land offering her services in exchange for coin. She found the average peasant or lordly employer too unreliable and likely to double-cross or underinform her, however. So she started a large group and relied upon force of arms to have good business relations. I would also know the current captain is one Diana Ibrew, an exiled Albardian convicted of crimes against the temple in absentia after an important pilgrimage site burned down and she was blamed. She ascended to leadership shortly after the last leader took ill from a deadly poisonous sting from a creature. You know all that shit, Zion. Nobody else knows any of that shit.
We know it's
You're
a
like,
cool.
that's a
These
fun
tales, like,
flag.
yeah, that's a cool flag. Dang. Zion relay this to us.
Like the whole 50% of the episode that's just a flashback to a different character's backstory plays instantly in Zion's head.
Zion got the info drop.
Yeah. So Zion, do you share that information?
Yes, I do. I did a
How's
bit
that?
of reading before, setting out to sea. And
Oh, is that why you
they
knew
had a
about
little
this?
section, you know.
Man, those books must be really up to date. It just told you who the current captain was too. Jeez, man.
I mean,
That-
it doesn't have to be just books. There's newspapers too.
Yeah, Zion corresponds
Wait.
with people.
You read the
Wait,
newspapers?
Technically speaking, broadsheets
Actually-
do exist. They're just in very few cities right now.
Actually, are we in an era that has something equivalent to a printing press?
There are, but there's actually a type of bard called a grim that uses their bardic magic to like make printing presses like work better than they should right now. But it's not
Oh.
popular, and it is regarded with some suspicion. It's mostly the northern city states are the places where you're most likely to find it right now. So you guys are practically, but yeah, I mean, it's not impossible that someone would have like mailed
Zion's been
Zion.
around.
Someone would have mailed Zion one look because I mean, remember Zion is like pen pals with Treadfire. So it's got friends.
Mhm.
It knows people. You know, you could just write someone a letter and be like, "Hey, I'm going on a pirate adventure. You know anybody out in the water?" Like, "Oh, well,
I-
actually,
I
I heard
am-
there's this person." You know,
I'm
there's ways
amazed.
and means. So that's the current situation. You see that the Trident Society is here.
Guess tough ones out there. Where was the swamp again?
Sorry, the swamp?
Huh?
Yeah, where was the swamp again?
There's not a swamp on this island.
No, in our previous adventures.
That was still in Safu province.
Okay, cool. I was like, this is like one big coincidence. That's not okay. Cool. So, so like, is she friendly or is she like, not so much so?
Well, she gave you a wink,
mean-
and you winked back. So, you know.
I'm sure they're law abiding since they have a business to upkeep.
Zion, you know, you can have a business not be law abiding, right? I was just like, huh? You can't.
You have just blown Zion's world.
No, Tento takes those victories. Tento learns so many things from Zion. It's nice when Zion learns something from Tento every blue moon. Is it blue moon today, Lee?
You'll have to see tonight.
Yes, the blue moon shall rise.
We could ask them.
No, I'm good. They
No?
seem to be busy with their own stuff.
All right.
But I think we should go to this area since I feel like since people have already been there, most of the more dangerous animals have cleared around that area. Because they know people, other things have been there.
Looks good to me.
Are there gonna be enough? There's still enough lumber there.
Is there, Lee? I'm assuming since it's a giant forest.
Yeah, so there totally any place here that has like the deep green has enough lumber. Yeah.
Okay. Any objections to this?
Nope.
Casey? Listen.
No.
Sorry, I was muted. I said sounds good to me.
Alright.
All right. So, were you saying? All right. Over here.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
All right. And you want to head back and tell the other ships to go there, or are you just sitting in yourself right now with Gentuli?
I think we land first and then have Gentuli go back.
Oh yeah, have Jen look sent into come back for that. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we can scout out the area.
We could scout out the area. The birds can. Lonnie can talk with animals, right? She can use the birds.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, yes. Can Cabancho also speak with animals now?
Mm-hmm.
Has Cabancho told us that?
Yeah, he's used it before. He tried to talk to the crab.
It
Yeah.
wasn't
Did
very
you?
successful though.
Was not very successful. There was also
So
one
Oh wait,
Tori
no,
killed
that
that?
talked to him.
Tentoad wasn't there for that. I don't think he saw that. He,
Oh
he
yeah,
arrived
you had to
later.
boat in.
He arrived when you enraged it.
Oh, okay. Things just
Sorry,
happened to happen.
Sorry, enraged it more. Is that better?
I feel like I used it one other time before.
Did you?
I can't
don't-
remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. But okay. Well, I guess we're on the shore.
Indeed. So, you set in and you wave Gentuli back to go summon the others, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, there is sand and there is water. You see recent signs of fire and various ash pits and the like, and, signs of recent logging and so. Let me just measure this to be roughly correct. Okay, so about 50 feet in, it transitions to light grass. And about 50 beyond that, it'll get dark. So, you step out and you take in what appears to be a place teeming with vibrant life. What do you do? Nothing immediately jumps out at you as out of the ordinary or unfriendly.
All taller trees.
The trees tend to stand 15 to 20 feet tall.
Can I climb a tree?
Let me just... So you want to climb one of the ones before the major tree line, or do you want to get in there in the jungle?
Before it made a tree line.
Okay.
Is Tento gonna be a cat and just get stuck after climbing up?
Depends on the situation. I might. Who knows?
Well, what I know is this. The tree and the trunk. Let's go. Where the fuck is this asset? Hold on. Huh? Huh? Did I... Pardon moi? Hold on. I literally just had these Johns. Here, yeah, alright. So, give me athletics to climb this tree, Tento.
I use acrobatics.
Yeah, I'll give you acrobatics.
Woo! Thank God.
Am I with everyone else? Because I don't see my token.
Fuck!
You're-
I grabbed you and copy pasted you. Why did it fucking rip you
Or
away?
am I underneath someone?
You're like far away over here.
It maintains relative positioning after. Okay, it doesn't grab. All right, it's good to know. I put you back where you went on the shipboard, and that's what it did. Okay.
I'm like, guys, please, I can't swim
Guys.
this far.
I can't swim this fast.
Then speaking, there should be more sand here, but whatever. Okay, so you managed to get up the tree just fine, and you scroll your way up here. You guys see that Tento has already made his way up a tree. There are signs of recent fire and the like, and someone seems to have even carved something into the tree up a little ways. Tento. Would you care to have a closer look?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that one more time for me?
Something has been carved up in the tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a closer look
It
at it. I
appears,
just happened to-
it appears to be a crude drawing of a goblet of some sort, or maybe even a cup.
But
Oh,
definitely not a
oh.
grail.
I mean, I wasn't excluding Grail. You know, I was trying to describe it around Grail. In fact, it might be. It
that's-
really could be a Grail. Now that you think of it.
Yeah, that's really fucking weird. Why?
Oh, what a coinkydink! Yeah,
Can I have my cave mini cave list?
absolutely.
My MK.
Your little Kabancho.
And then it's MK.
Hi
Okay.
Zion, I'm right here.
MK is at your side. Yes.
How big is it?
It's like it's like a solid 5 feet by 5 feet because you wanted to make it a mini one, right? You wanted to make it like
yeah.
so it's like a 5-foot creature. You know, it's like normal
Okay.
size by rules. I would say. Yeah.
Dang, 5 foot bigger than Tento.
Mhm.
Tento this year round. Ride it into battle.
Just be careful of this thing here.
Okay, so I saw, and that was weird thing carved in this. What is it carved in other trees?
You can check around. It was sort of higher up. You noticed it while you were climbing.
Hmm.
Now that you look, you don't seem to see others, but it's not impossible they're there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Anything else interesting on this tree? Yeah, any of those?
It's got seed
Explode.
pods. Yeah.
Ooh, I'll take a seed pod.
All right. Give me a sleight of hand to coax the seed pod off of its stem. You expertly twink it without setting it off.
All right. Now, how do I store this so it doesn't go off my pocket or my back?
I don't know. Do you have any place particularly protective or ensconcing for it?
I'll just keep it in my hands for now. I'll ask the others how I should store this thing. Ask Lonnie, she knows about nature and stuff. Then I'm gonna climb down the tree and meet the others.
All right. You climb down the tree. Do you ask Lonnie about the seed pod?
Yes. Hey, Lonnie.
Huh?
How do I store this thing so it doesn't explode in my hand? Or anywhere else I store it in?
What is this thing? Explosions kind of sounds more like Zion's forte.
Yeah, but this is a plant. That sounds like more your thing, right?
Okay, do I know anything about
Yeah.
exploding plants?
Give me a nature roll.
Do I know anything about Dad,
You
there's
do,
your
you know
nat 20.
everything. Almost everything. You know that a particular chemical reaction, so there is a weaker internal component which crushes and allows elements of the seed pod to accelerate and more or less cause the explosion and shoot the seeds out. The way it is normally triggered by falling from a height of about 15 to 20 feet onto relatively soft ground. So it doesn't need that big of a thud, but it does need something substantive. You know that wrapping it in something soft will help, and then putting something rigid around it to prevent the impact from, anything from like particularly nailing it would be better in addition. But at the very least, you want something soft wrapped around it. The way it triggers is in part because it has a brittle exterior that cracks inwards and helps cut up its innards and start the process. So you don't want to do anything to break the skin.
Just try not to break the skin. Do you have anything soft on you?
Tento looks around. It's like, no, just a lot of weapons.
What do we know about the bag of holding? Does it like float in this pocket dimension, or is it like gonna like start
Is
onto
it
this
sunk
like
somewhere?
island in this middle of like this dimensional void and then just explode?
Technically, it's tied to the astral plane. Or was the astral plane? Yeah.
Okay, is there gravity there? Or do things just float
Do
around?
you have anything soft I could put this on?
Because we might not need anything if you can just drop in the bag of holding.
Do we? I mean, I could.
We could.
You just put it in this bag of holding. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna ram into anything in the pocket dimension, based on my understanding of how that works.
Okay. Can I see the bag? Can I see the bag holding so I can just, gently put that in? It doesn't matter if I throw it in there.
I wouldn't risk it.
Okay. Can I see your bag of holding?
I guess Lonnie will just hold it out. Lonnie is just appreciating grass right now.
Touch grass, Lonnie. Touch grass.
But not in the way that you did.
Oh, you mean like, yeah, you're not getting fucking run up on for touching the grass. All right, no, then just gonna put that seed pod in there and be like, okay, now I want like 5 more of these things. So I'll be back.
Okay, wait. Why do you
Sento
want
runs up
this
the-
again?
I'm just gonna. run up
Scott, you know
to-
it's a bad idea to bring this other places, right?
What? Okay. I'm too high up in the tree line. What'd you say?
We have one of invasive species.
What? Tento's gonna grab some more.
What if Lonnie just reaches into the bag of holding and then chucks the seed pod?
That would
I mean,
be
you know.
hilarious. Can I grab another one, Lee? I rolled a 21.
I mean, yeah. So there's about 6 seed pods per tree. You grab 6. You got the other 5. Boop, boop, boop. How did you have them like bundled in your arms?
Yeah, carefully bundled.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no,
you're like
that's
you're like up here. You got like all of these seed pods bundled in your arm. Lonnie, are you reaching into the bag of holding to grab the other one?
Lonnie's trying to yeah, there's no.
All right.
Yeah,
And,
Lonnie's just gonna eat it.
and okay, so you go for the pull back, or you go to throw. Meanwhile,
Whoa, Lonnie, don't do that.
Zion and
No, you're
Kabancho.
busy.
Lonnie, give any of your ranged attacks that use Dex to see if this. And Zion and Kabancho, where are you focused on? Are you focused
Ranged
on,
attacks.
Yeah,
What
you-
are
Are you
those?
focused on? You could also make a Dex and add your proficiency. Dex check and add your proficiency. Zion, Kabancho, what are you focused on right now?
Kabancho's gonna try to focus on the horizon, the tree line. Make sure
Okay.
that
All right, and
nothing.
your PP is
nothing's-
13 now with the amulet, right?
Say that one time.
PP 13.
Yes.
All
Is
right.
this?
Zion, what are you focused on? Yeah.
Watching Penta.
Yeah, it's a Dex based.
This shows Dex. Yeah, that's Dex.
Okay.
Let's go.
Lonnie throws it and misses. It cracks and sends seeds all over an area, dealing 4 piercing damage in a 10-foot area. As Tento, you realize that you have like 5 things bundled between your arms right now that will do that. Kabancho notices that there are 5 boars in the tree line approaching you.
They boars?
Yeah, but they're not normal boars. They've got horns and big old tusks and orange glowing eyes.
Hey guys,
Sounds like
did
a
you
normal
know?
boar to me.
Do you know what the difference is between a boar and a pig is?
Technically, I think a boar can describe a isn't it like a gender for a pig?
No. The only difference between a boar and a pig is the boar isn't domesticated. And a pig can turn into a boar at any time if you leave it alone. if it's not like on a farm or something, it will change into a boar. Because for whatever reason, they have this gene in them that just activates when they're not
They
domesticated.
can go
What
boar
was
mode.
the
Yeah, they can
the
go boar
gender
mode.
for pigs again?
I know, but
Oh.
but they got so Kabantra, you see them.
No, but boars are also used to describe male pigs.
You see it is? You see them and
Yes.
they're creeping up on you. Kabancho, what do you do? What do you say? Well, I just threw the seed pod and they've all and they're looking over in the direction of the explosion.
Bonnie, why'd you throw that pod?
Hey guys, heads up. Some of the locals are coming towards us.
Bonnie,
And I
why'd you
guess
do
I
that? I was gonna
already-
take that one home.
Oh, they're kind of derpy cute.
I'm gonna ready a web attack. I
Mm.
Wait,
guess
why are we
on the
attack-
closest one that charges us.
Okay, so you're gonna ready up you're gonna pop a web attack the moment one of them charges you, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're probably checking out why the noise that Lonnie made
All right,
during my seed pod.
And Tento, your arms are full of seed pods, and you're up a tree. You're like 15 feet up. And Zion, what do you're just watching this, and you're told about boars. What do you do?
I'll just hold up my shield,
You have
be ready for an attack.
All right.
Don't look them in the eyes, guys. Don't challenge them.
So, with that, you know what it's time for?
A little bit of
To
stalling.
throw the seed pods at the boars?
We know we don't have to stall. I actually have this monster ready. But you know what we do need to do?
Hello?
As we wait for that sweet. You count all of them, right? There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 eyes, 10 tusks, 10 horns between them. What could that mean numerologically? That's right. It's about to tick over to the words I'm adding to pad my essay. Like, it's 9:10. 10-minute break. We'll be right back. Woohoo! All right.
Are we all back? Oh, I'm late. My bad.
Yeah. Hello?
Fuck me, my mic has been off this whole time. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm sorry. I was like, let me know when everyone's back, and I wasn't hearing people talking. I'm like, what? Nobody. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. All right. So,
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Wait.
At least we
Can
can
you
now.
hear me? Okay. What the fuck? Which way is the volume to increase this stupid thing? Is it this way? I think it's this way. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Zion, your buddies will go on your turn. Why did the music cut out? Okay, it restarted. It's weird. Zento, you begin the turn 15 feet up in a tree with. Is the music cutting out at 15 seconds in?
Oh wait, we're fighting.
Oh,
I'm
it's
just now hearing the music.
Oh,
wasn't
it's
hearing it
it's literally an 18-second one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, the boars are baiting. They sort of their hooves, and it's clear that they intend to make a play. Gabancho has readied an action.
Mm-hmm. Guess Tento's just gonna chill up the tree and just I'll guess he'll throw a seed as soon as he sees one of them move. Or just drop all of them on the first one he sees. Oh my god, how did he roll a 1? Oh, it's a preemptive thing. Yeah, no, Tento's just be like, what are they doing? Are they gonna try to hurt us? What's going on? I've been up at this tree. What am I doing?
You want to roll an insight?
Yeah.
All right, roll an insight. You have disadvantage because you're looking at them through the canopy.
Do they know? Do they know I'm here?
You think that they are You think that they are having a sort of a territorial roam, and they're sort of trying to bait and expand, and they're gonna fight because there's something here. It looks like maybe they're trying to expand into this area, and they're confident because they have, strength in numbers. Although the numbers are technically smaller than yours, they're kind of dumb and haven't figured that out yet.
Do they know I'm in the tree?
They don't look like they've seen you yet.
Can I just throw all the seeds I have at them, try to scare them away?
Yeah. You wanna try and throw all 5 of them at once? How would that work?
Ah, damn, you're right. Okay, that's
You
fair.
have. I mean, you could try. You could It would be. You'd have a really reduced range if you did that. I'd let you drop all of them at once, somewhere within 10 feet of the tree. But
Mhm.
I think
No, then
unless you
that's
had
fair.
unless you had a
That's fair.
device or something, it's you can chuck one.
Easy,
No.
just turn into a machine gun.
And
It'll be fine.
It's got a 10
Ah, it's just that easy.
Yeah, just shove them all in your mouth and just shoot them with fire.
No,
Let me
it's-
just transform
like a
real quick.
cartoon.
It's got a 10-foot radius, so you can splash these two. You can splash these two, but what's going to come down to is you can probably splash 2 of them.
Yeah.
You could also just try and throw it out ahead of them if your intent is purely psychological. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you didn't want to hit
You
them.
said 10 feet in front? Man, I really risk hitting others, don't I?
You could drop all of them at once within 10 feet of the tree, but you could throw out to the tree line if you wanted to throw 1.
Yeah, I'll just throw 1 in the tree line. Let's yeah, up there. Let's just throw 1 up there. Anything you want me to make a roll of?
Roll 2d4.
Oh, I just auto do this.
Yeah, it's just a thrown sort of grenade type weapon. One of them does a godly job dodging and only takes 1 piercing. The other isn't quite so lucky and takes 3.
Now my question
don't
is, do I
seem-
get sneak attack?
Terribly harmed, but what happens is, right, the seed
Yeah.
pods go off and shoot the other seed pods in these 2 trees, which also fall. So could you now roll me 12d4?
Oh my gosh! It's like on the screen,
Okay.
just dumps that shit.
So a bunch of them shoot all over, and like this one is now prickled with them, and his blood is going everywhere, and it's pretty demoralized. This one's only kind of fucked up, but they're all popping.
Huh. Do I get sneak attack?
Can sneak attack trigger on grenades?
It is not a
Attack must
melee
be
attack,
used
nor is someone
a
in
finesse?
melee, and unless he had advantage, I don't think any of the conditions are met.
You can proc sneak on a range attack though.
Yeah, you can
But
probably on a
that's-
range attack.
If
but
you
need
have
advantage.
advantage, or
Yeah.
if one of your
That's
friendlies
why-
is within
uh,
melee, and
That's
neither
why I
of those
asked
conditions
if they
are
could
met.
Yeah,
see
yeah.
me. That's why I asked if they could see me.
Mm.
Because if they didn't, technically I would have advantage.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not an attack roll. It's a throw. It's a
Yeah.
I throw the item and they get hurt roll. So I think that's what
Okay, that's fine.
winds
It
up
says
doing it.
finesse
Say,
or a ranged weapon.
yeah, because it doesn't. Yeah, it's technically speaking like an item or whatever the fuck you call it. You know, like a grenade.
Okay,
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so that is Tento's turn.
that's it.
So
I'm safe up this tree.
Boncho. there's
I took off all the seeds. I don't
There's
know.
exploding flying pines in the woods. You have your ready to action, but unfortunately for you, you got to go before them. You could hold and keep the same action ready, or you could do something else.
Um,
I'll yell down to them. I don't think they like us, guys.
I'm gonna drop my held action and I am gonna move up. How far away from them? I'll move alongside MK and cast Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna target the one that's already low. Do they have cover of any sort?
Do they have cover of any sort? Kinda. They have like light cover. They've got like 2 AC worth of cover. Why?
No, because I'm doing a range attack against cover. Swing that's not gonna hit.
Your first bolt flies wide. What about the next?
Slightly better.
Actually, yeah, that will hit. Which one are you targeting?
The one that's already low.
All right, give me the damage. It sort of rears back, coated in this. Its eye struck, its body struck, and then this takes it in its side. It's terribly wounded. All right, Bonch, that's your turn.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Zion.
I will interpose myself between the enemy and Lonnie.
Mm-hmm. And what do you want MK and the Machine of No Name to do?
They can stand next to me. Why not?
All right, so they form a little shield wall. Steps out in front of Lonnie. All right.
Yeah.
All
They'll
right.
prepare an attack for whatever comes close.
Sounds good. What about you? Same thing?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone winds
Oh,
up
no.
ready to hit. Ignore the fact it's cursed. I use that
I'm
for ready.
cursed.
All right, Lonnie, what do you want to do?
Oh, Zion, we already knew that.
There's some boars looking ready to bait, and there's you and okay, so we come south.
Can I insight or nature check or something?
Yeah, sure. So you run south from the shield wall.
Yeah.
All right. You could roll an insight, or you could roll a nature. You could roll an animal handling at your preference.
Oh, okay, definitely this one then. Do I know their intent?
Yeah. You believe that they appear to be in a sort of phalanx surrounding this charge boar, who appears to be, in some ways the leader of the charge boars. This charge boar looks like they are trying to expand the territory so that they can have more area compared to the other charge boars. It looks like they thought that this was going to be pretty easy, and they think that you're non-committal squatters who they're going to be able to run off in one good charge. If you put up more resistance than that, they're probably going to run away.
Lonnie's gonna move Lumi up. And where did it go? Do this like here and shout and speak with the animals like, this is not a fight. You're gonna win, and just kind of ask Lumi to kind of be threatening, bulk up, look like she's about to
have her roll with intimidation with advantage, and she glows a little. And she does.
She's so good at charisma checks. She's so... Oh, nice job, Numi.
All right, yeah. So
less advantage. That was a 1.
All right, so.
Oh, and she's making like a fire minor illusion.
All right, so on their turn, this charge boar sort of barks out something that sounds like retreat, and the nearest charge boar, the one that's almost dead, and one nearby, listen to it. The other two, this one is just afraid. This one, however, remains committed. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Makes the charge up towards the nearest target, really, which it will perceive as the Machine of No Name. And a bunch of ready to actions go off. So the Machine of No Name tries to punch it.
I guess this is survival of the fittest, or like, what is it? Yeah, just natural selection, that's what it is.
Alright, yeah, so the gauntlets hit, the Machine of No Name hits.
You're too dumb to leave.
And therefore too dumb to live. It's terribly wounded, but it does live long enough to tusk and horn attack the Machine of No Name with advantage.
Disadvantage.
Due to the...
Because I hit it.
Oh, okay. So its charging ability gives it advantage, so it comes out to even. Its first roll was a 10, which means that it actually should have been 19, 18, 17. So a 17 misses the Machine of No Name by 1. And Kibancho, did you ready in action? Am I crazy?
I did previously, but I've had my turn since, so no.
No, you aborted it. You aborted it and you just took a shot. I recall. And technically speaking, this one hasn't triggered yet, but Sento, what do you want to do? You're in a tree, you have 4 of these seed pod bombs.
What happened to all the boars?
They mostly fucked off.
Except this one?
This one's a little
Slow.
Damn.
and yet he charges so fast.
Am I able to hold like 4 seed pods and my crossbow at the same time, or nah?
No.
Okay.
That's like...
No, I just want to make sure. That's why I'm asking.
Do you want to drop
Able
them?
to use... Huh?
If you dropped like... I think you could like do 3 to an arm, so if you threw 1, or like dropped 1, you could like, reshuffle and like... Is it a one-handed crossbow? Is it a hand crossbow?
It's a light crossbow.
Oh yeah, no, you need both arms for that.
Can I throw a dagger?
Yeah, if you
drop 1.
Yeah, if you drop 1, let it pop, and just like into the tree, and then throw a dagger. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. I'll let go of 1 pod since Lonnie decided to
pops.
waste one of my pods earlier.
It
It
pops.
hurts me on the inside. I'll make sure to throw it away from the group. I don't know, just some freak accident happens.
Yeah,
And I'll throw a dagger.
it pops and the seeds go off to the north, and you whip out a dagger in one hand. A quick end over end is growled. He brings it to its descent, rightly into the flank of the creature. All right, and that triggers sneak attack in addition to being a crit.
Jesus. I didn't even.
Damn.
The chamber which once held the brain of the creature is so thoroughly
It's
ruined
overkill.
as to
Oh my god.
splay it out in a
Pick
something
out all
like
the spines.
something like a classroom dissection is what remains as the dagger sits in the middle of the perfectly cleaved hemispheres of a brain, cut in half, the skull smashed with the descent, and just mouth ruined. The creature is dead as a fucking doorknob instantly.
Jesus Christ.
The
So it's like, ooh,
the fight is over, and there's one dead charge boar here.
I thought those things were tougher than that.
Look, buddy, you should have. You
So
should
much
have.
overkill.
I should have thrown that gently, a little bit softer. My bad. Well, you know,
I mean, to be fair, it looked like their power came in numbers.
that's yeah. Can I climb down the tree with one arm?
Yes, you can.
Why don't you
Okay.
just gently toss your seeds down? So
I
you have
wanna
both
keep them.
arms.
But I want to keep the seeds.
Or ask for help.
Nah.
Look at it. Like, that's for help. I'm climbing down a tree. It's fine. Ooh, can I wrap these in Capancho's web? Is that like good enough?
Scout, what are you even gonna do with all this?
Make a bomb.
Throw it out more boars.
It's just like, what do you think I was gonna do with him, Lonnie?
I have no idea what goes on through your brain.
As you shouldn't. Hey, can I wrap these in Capancho's web? Is that a thing? Can I do that? Is that safe?
Did you ask if that's safe? Oh,
Yeah.
safe for them
Look.
to not blow up.
Yeah.
As long as these don't leave the island, because if this gets anywhere else, this is going to spread like a wildfire.
Oh, I'm sure they only grow so quickly because this island's magical or some shit like that. Probably.
They're going to go quickly because there's going to be nothing to help cool the saplings on other islands.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Hey, come on, come here.
Capitalism will do that for us.
Yeah, capitalism will do away.
No, the only reason capitalism works with destroying other forests is that those forests don't have like the like replanting cycle that's this effective.
That's fair. Can I have some of your silk Zion? Or not Zion. Can I have some of your silk, Camacho?
I mean, sure, I'm not gonna guarantee it's gonna be safe. Just so you know, like my silk gets durable when I like twine them. But if it's just loose, then it's not that strong.
When you twine them, you tie them?
Tender, do you not know how ropes work?
Oh, when you... Okay. I'm sure I can just tie these all together, right?
What?
Well, I guess I really don't need to tie them. Your web's sticky, so... It's all sticking them
That's
all
what I'm
together.
saying.
and
Like,
it's
it could stick to it and it'll become a ball. But if one of them goes off, they're all going off. Is what I'm getting at.
But what if I just put a lot of silk around them, like a big silk ball, and then it's just...
Am I like a dispenser to you? Like, what do you think I can do?
Also,
Can you not do that?
I thought your idea was to throw them later. If you ball it up, how are you going to get it off in time?
I'm gonna throw it really hard.
Uh,
Actually, what happens if I set it on fire while it's
Oh.
like that? Wait, what happens if I set these on fire?
I'm just gonna
Ooh.
back away from it.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah,
Your
Zion
webs-
Science! You have a
Do-
match?
do webs burn?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
very
they most definitely do.
violently.
Hey, Scout, are you
Hmm?
trying to start a forest fire?
I think if it works the way I think it does, it's not try, it definitely will start a forest fire.
Why don't we go more towards the water?
I don't know if you're
Wait,
spitting
wait.
facts.
Wait, Lee, does that what happens if they're caught on fire? Do they still blow up or do they just burn?
So
Who rolled really well in nature? I think Lonnie rolled really well in nature.
I
Maybe
rolled
for
it
this
for the boars, not for this shit.
What the fuck was that roll? Do I just know it blows up? I don't know anything else about them. Yeah, do they blow up when they're caught on fire or should we just do for science? Let's go do for science. Well then I'll just be down to 2 seeds. I'll be fine.
Lonnie is just gonna stand behind a tree,
oh,
put a tree trunk in between her and the point of explosion.
Tento's gonna. Does anyone have a match? Or actually, you know what? I'll just like. Tento's gonna just go closer to the water. Put his torch.
You
on
also
the-
have Druidcraft, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
all
I'm gonna do
four
it
of
from
us
afar.
can
Yeah,
have magical matches at
yeah. I'm just gonna set it down, set it next to the torch, and then light the torch from afar. As being close to sounds like a bad idea. So
I'll stand behind Zion.
yeah, I'm gonna set
Hey,
it.
Lumi, can you dodge just in case?
Guys, it's just 1 seed. It'll be fine.
I feel like we're setting off a prototype firework that some person made in their basement. They're like, hey guys, gather around. Let's light
Want to
this.
see something?
you know how cannons are like projectiles because there's a lot of heat contained behind the projectile, and it needs to escape somewhere.
It'll be fine.
Lonnie's gonna be fine. Lonnie's got a tree.
So Zion's gonna
will
place
be
the
fine.
seed.
Zion's
And a torch here.
got a
And
shield.
he's gonna move all the way over here. Like, all right. Doing 3. You know, like they do in like those videos. 3, 2, 1. He lights the torch
And
and,
then
lights
there's
the
just-
seed on fire.
There's just a flash up of kids don't try this at home.
All right, so you light the seed pod. Where are you compared to the seed pod? Is it like in your hand?
No, it's like no. What I do is I place a torch next to the seed pod.
And then light it. Okay.
Yeah, and then
from
like
afar.
yeah.
Okay. The torch burns, gets to the seed pod. There is a white plume of smoke that emerges from several of the chambers and a loud hiss. There was a cartilage explosion, almost like a terrible sneeze, as a sort of green
Oh
white.
wait, the minute Tento
line
hears a hiss, he's
pops
gonna
out
die
the
for
top.
Scion.
There is, however, like a smoky pop as the thing sort of collapses and distends, and you see that like the seed pods closest to the fire seem to have shot out with extreme like force and faster, but the thing sort of collapses, and those that go off later sort of there's like a wee grass fire here with some ash that gets left behind, and it seems as if though
so basically you said the ones that were facing the fire shot off like super like faster than normal, but the ones who didn't get touched by fire immediately kind of just like figured it
Yeah.
out.
they were
Gotcha.
duds, and some of them didn't even fire at all.
Hmm.
So there's, you leave like a scorched burn mark.
Tento's just on the ground like okay. So we learned something new. So fire, if it touches them, makes them go faster in the direction of the fire. I wonder if that means I can just like hold one.
You
Then put
know,
a
I think you should stop
torch.
asking questions.
Anyways, Lonnie is gonna go loot a boar.
Does that mean if I hold one in my hand, and then light the fire, put it next to the fire, Or just shoot off spikes like that? I don't think that'd be very effective though. Be pretty cool, but it wouldn't be very effective. Hey Zon. Wanna do something
Mhm.
for me?
What?
Hold this. No, I'm joking. Well, I want to test this theory.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so no, we'll do some other time. It's fine. Otherwise, Lonnie, can I see the bag of holdings? Like keep these two seed pods.
Lonnie will hand over the bag of holding.
You sound so begrudgingly hands over the bag of holding. Tenzo's just gonna put those seed pods in there and then hand the bag of holding back to Lonnie and run back for his torch toe because he can't leave that behind. It's been with him all this time.
It surely can't be the same torch toe.
Why not?
I don't believe it's the same torch toe.
In a world full of magic and magical and gods, the thing you cannot believe is that this torch being the same one I had since day one.
Yes, because why would you have magical torches?
You know, do or don't. Torch though is an amazing torch.
Lee,
I
is
guess
it?
the question is if you didn't use it very much because you're burning the wood as you go.
Yeah.
It's infinite wood.
Lee, is it survival to loot the boar, or is it
If
something
you,
else?
If you want to butcher the boar? Yeah, give me a survival. Give me a survival to get in them guts.
Hey,
You
there'll be Lumi quality meat
cut up the
slabs.
hide and ruin the organs, and there is meat that you could throw in a fire and eat, but nothing has been properly extracted from here, and the cook would probably have to do some extra work. You've kind of made a mess of the thing.
Okay, but what if Lumi just ate it?
You can also just eat the dead body, yes.
There you go, Lumi.
Yeah, it's you grab the dagger from the dirt it's pinned in through what was the bottom of its mouth. Yeah, you pick it up.
Snack time, Lumi.
Lumi begins
Right,
to
so where
feast
is
upon
this-
the boar.
Are there any more boars or any other creatures that like to say hi to us around?
I don't see any now. I'm sure all of them are, or maybe not all of them. A good chunk of them are gonna be weary of us now. We're probably not gonna just come up at us now.
That's good. How many did we actually kill? It was just that one that charged us?
Yeah, just the one.
Oh, that's good. Alright. Do we see this desired path that you wrote on the map earlier?
Yeah, you see a desire path. It is a small john to the south, which leads between some trees. It's more or less just like a simple dirt path. Do you want to go get on it?
Oh, like you guys want to go on that thing? That path?
I mean, sure.
Sure.
Lonnie, is Lumi done with her snack?
Is Lumi done with her snack?
How
Yeah.
how fast can Lumi eat?
She tears through it pretty fast.
Alright. You wanna go down this path? I'm gonna take your sounds as yes.
Well,
Right. I guess we'll all go down the path.
I would like to be in front.
mm-hmm.
So I'll go second.
I will stop being 15 feet up in the
I'll be
air.
right back.
Wait, you're not Tarzaning around right now?
Can I do that?
I mean,
Are there vines
try.
around for me to do that?
Give me an attempt.
I hope you hit a tree.
Ah! I saw that too.
Oh my god! What?
So Lee, hear me out. Would this work against him?
It's not an attack, bitch.
It's not an attack, is the thing. So like that would be kind of hard to swing in my mind.
All
Swing. I get it.
right.
Good one, Lee.
You know me. Tee-hee-hee. So,
You see as Tento gracefully glides through the forest, swing on vines.
So, Leland very quickly sketches out this map, and you guys traverse. How well did you roll? Actually, you got 7? No, that's Lonnie. What'd you roll?
29. I rolled a nat 20.
Why the fuck wasn't it showing up? Okay, I see. Nice. Nice. And just all right. Desire path, and let me just real quick here. All right, so I'm really quickly gonna speed paint this tree trunk. You all find yourselves upon Desire Path. Now, everybody else is walking along the ground, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, anyone else want to swing with me? No, wait. Let's not put it like that. That. Anybody else want to swing on some vines with me?
No, but Trigger's
I
gonna
don't
come with
know.
that. So, So everybody else is walking around the ground, right? Making your way through the overgrowth and such.
Mm-hmm.
Lonnie, walk? What?
Gentle swing on the vines.
Yeah, so of course Lion would never walk. So you guys head deeper and deeper into the woods, right? And you begin to see more and more boar path, implying perhaps that you are beginning to enter the domain of some of them. You also see signs of little scampering creatures, small little woodland delights, and the chirping of birds, some of which stop to look at you with some interest before flying on, although you don't see many nests and the like in the trees here. You do occasionally see the odd scampering of a squirrel.
Mm-hmm. Are we supposed to be on a different map?
Not yet.
Okay, just want to make sure.
So I know we're on this path and now we're going inland more, but what are we trying to do right now? I
I
thought
believe
we're
we're just
more or less just
exploring.
waiting for the boats to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just checking out the area.
Dissuading any locals from interfering with us.
Yeah, assert our dominance.
Assert our dominance. That's one way to put it.
Alright. Grid 2100. 2100. I don't know, let's just work here. Bam. Yes. Okay. Create. So, you head deep into the woods along the Desire Path. You see more signs of other type of creature here. And I go to expedition crew. No. Pictures. Call the and where are and then very good. So, what formation are you advancing? Like, are you guys being cautious? Are you sneaking, or are you're just out there having a good time? Tra la la
I'm
la
swinging
la
some
la.
trees.
Yeah, you're swimming through the fucking trees. You're having a grandy oldie timey.
Camacho's gonna be trying to be sneaky.
All right,
Dion's just walking.
give me a stealth there, Cabancho. And are you taking the treetops, Cabancho? You taking the trees?
Would it slow me down from jumping from tree to tree?
It's getting dense enough that it would start to not really slow you down as much.
Okay, then I'll be up on trees
Yeah.
too.
All right.
Can't let Tento have all the fun.
Okay. So let me come and get you then. All right. Where is the Why do I not see everyone's token? Hello, friends.
So close to that 20.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
So close.
Saw the spin. It could have been.
And are you trying to stay near Tento as you advance?
Not particularly near Tento. I'm more trying to stay near the other group. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm assuming Tento's just gonna quote unquote scout ahead.
All right. You come around a bend and you see a unique light up ahead. In fact, where is the one that I want? See a strange light at the end of what appears to be the Desire Path's arc. And you are spread between... So, like, the darker grass and path and lighter grass, there's like a 5-foot difference, right? But it's not that big of a deal. It's like 5 feet. But the treetops are 20 feet up. And you shouldn't be able to see through tree trunks, but I'm still working on that, so don't worry about that too much. Point is, you see a strange, magical light up ahead, and Cabancho, you are very well hidden. Tento, you're just blatantly Tarzaning it up. Everybody else is just advancing normally down the path. What would you like to do upon seeing this?
Are there any other like animals around?
So, give me a perception to really carefully scan.
It's just a weird light that we see that we came up on.
It's a strange and magical looking light
That's a 2. Dang it.
here at the end of the Desire Path. It emanates from a strange rock, and there seems to be sort of like a hollow in the rock. You don't see any particular animals nearby, but then again, the strange light and situation might be making it harder to take them in.
To just
Well,
Batmaning up from a tree.
I guess
I
I'll
am the night.
walk up and investigate the light.
Yeah, alright, so you do.
Can I swing to this tree?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're swinging through all of these trees until the next time, like, combat or something challenging happens. You're just popping around. Whoop, you take a huge... You guys see the Spider-Man vine swang.
Spider-Man. The other Spider-Man, not this one.
Not Cabancho.
Not Cabancho.
Yeah. So,
Do I have a better look at it?
yeah, so you take a look at the light. It seems to be a strange and mercurial glowing light, and it has all the colors of the rainbow swirling out from it. You smell a sweet wave of perhaps honey or a nice dew, and you are perplexed at its presence. You could roll me history, arcana, or nature, based on what sort of knowledge you want to draw upon here. Uh-oh. You see a strange light. It looks like you're having a stroke.
Yeah, that's all I was like. He's still like, oh, please don't do this to us. Don't do this to us. I'm sorry, what'd you say about rolls?
History, nature, or arcana. At your preference. Choose
It
one.
looks magical to me.
Anyone can make this?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I assumed anyone could make this because we're all.
Yes,
saying
correct. Anyone.
this.
Your other option,
Damn.
guys.
Lonnie also wants to cast Detect Good and Evil.
Mm-hmm. You're not presently within range of its evidence, but you are within range of the aura.
Can we still move around, or do you want us to hold?
And as well as where creatures located. Certainly, you know if there's a place or object within the dimension. That's great. There is you detect consecration of a type from within the aura's zone, Lonnie. And what was that, Shin?
Can we move around, or do you want us to hold right now?
I'm just gonna check what everyone knows, and then you're free to move. One moment. Okay, so didn't do good, very nice, didn't do good. Okay. Although I would say, Lonnie, something feels when you detect the aura, something feels familiar and right about it, as if though it's the sort of thing you've experienced before. Although you can't quite place it in memory. Zion. This appears to be a woad well. A woad well. A natural intersection of the roiling raw power of the woad, untainted by any controlled dispersal. These are extremely rare in the Empire, but fairly common outside of it. Some druids center their rituals around such places and draw upon them as centers of power. The hollow stone is a not uncommon phenomenon associated with them, usually because some natural magics occurred to cause miniature volcanic activity at some point in the past. Magic is less stable near the woad well, but can have enhanced effects.
I'll relay the info.
All right, now you guys having heard that, you can advance, withdraw, whatever as you see fit.
So it's just like raw magic in the air, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from that hole.
Yep, a hollow rock. It's like a rock that's had its tip blown open, and you can sort of see like a scorched inside. Frankly, it looks black and reflexive, almost like obsidian.
Guess I'll walk up.
And what do you do? So right now you're not on any tree. Are you swinging on a
Yeah, I'm
vine?
on the
Like,
ground now because I want to look at the rock.
All right, you drop down. You come to look it up. All right. And Zion, as you get about here,
Mhm.
something weird passes through you. You feel it's like a high beam flashlight could move an X-ray through your gut. It's just this instant of like the words stop moving quite right. And Zion makes me a con save.
Damn.
You feel a clock within you sort of tick around and rewind. It feels as if though the magical energy was interfering with your mechanisms before they readjusted. and you're fine now.
Hmm.
That being
That's
said,
fine.
you don't know if MK or the Machine of No Name, you don't think that their bodies are as sophisticated as yours are in this regard.
Yeah, I'll tell them to stay put back there.
Lonnie, when you enter into the area, it reminds you of some of the magical places that the Glyake tribe would visit for their rituals.
Lonnie wants to see if there's like a nearby seed pod or flower, I guess, just to see if this does anything different.
Okay. You cast Druidcraft on a nearby acorn that you see here. It all but instantly grows into a twisting little sapling. Shit, it's turning to stairs. No.
Oh, Lonnie did that. Dang it.
Yeah. It feels there's a strange magical draw within you, pulling at you. It feels almost like you can command the power of nature like you'd always wanted.
Can I try something?
Yeah, what do you do?
Teto's just gonna like make the light bracelet the dagger appear.
We bring out the light dagger. In the presence of this magic, the light dagger almost appears as if though in a video game a light isn't properly rendering over something. It should be cast in the rainbow's light like everything else is, but it's not. It feels separate, distinct. When you look at it, if you focus long enough, it vibrates almost in a way that suggests it is an echo of this.
Is this unusual, Zion? Teto's just gonna show him the dagger.
I mean, it's just one magical force is overpowering the other, probably.
You would note that that item is Fey in origin, and this is the woe, the raw magic of the real. This could be a sign that this is a very authentic source of power, because the phase is a pale echo of it in some estimations. Of course, you could do science about that and see if it's true, but it's an idea Zion would be familiar with as a scholar.
Very familiar, apparently.
Good. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull out one of these.
Alright. So you whip out the blood-slicked rods centering the
He's
weave.
pulling out a bunch of magical shit.
Uh-huh.
So, there's a weird diffraction in almost like a figure eight of rainbow light forms around it. And it starts to have this quasi-magnetic like resistance to moving it even through the air. As if though you're trying to move the same pole of a magnet against one another, and you're receiving that ambient resistance. But the air around you is almost like sucked in to create this figure eight, and this woad energy seems to dissipate. And Lonnie, you detect that within the area that Zion has the rod out, in about a 5-foot radius around it, it's not considered consecrated anymore. While the rod is there.
That's cool. That's pretty. Can I go touch the rock now?
Yeah, you want to go touch the rock?
I'm gonna go touch the rock.
I guess
Alright.
Lonnie will let Zion know about that in case it was curious.
Right.
Do I know off the top of my head if anything's gonna happen to Pinto from just touching it? Like,
You
just seeing him about to go and
didn't-
like, hey, does
you-
this strike?
You never saw a druid, you were never supposed to just like slap them flippantly, but you never saw anything bad. You never saw anything bad happen to someone who was touching it, but it was always someone who knew what they were doing, usually as part of a ritual.
Scout,
Let me tell you about this thing. This thing can hold so much magical aura.
So you run up and slap it.
No.
So-
God.
Yeah, you can ready in action. What do you want to ready, Kabasha?
Let
This
me tell
technically
you.
breaks the ready to action mechanic, but can I run up to Tento as if it's first round of combat and then cast Dimension Door if it hits the fan?
I mean, okay, so you want to run up to him and then ready to Dimension Door to evacuate him.
Yeah.
I would let you do that in the current flow of events. Yeah, so you hop down from the tree and you run up to him and you've got Dimension Door ready. And you're within the Zion aura, yes?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna stand here though.
Alright. Tento, your arm leaves the aura and slaps the rock. As it comes like into contact, there's like a static electricity feeling. You see your tattoos on your arm swirl and move again as if though you're back in Kokoloy Forest. Your eyes dilate until your vision has a huge over 9 times zoom. Looking in, and on the rock, you see etched motion. Like the swirl of river, the coil of dancing tigers. Roll a wisdom save. With advantage, because you are within the aura.
Oh, no, he's saving my butt. I used to saving throw. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you your vision undilates. You have your eyes are incredibly wet, as if you've been crying, and your body shakes a little. But you feel as if though you've come really close into contact with an immense source of power. When you casually use your innate druid craft and the like, right? Or when you were walking Kokoloy Forest, you felt it. A little bit of a little static, a little spring to your step, but it's just sort of a little up of excitement. It's nothing compared to, say, channeling the power through your pure melds, right? That is all consuming. What you felt was a glimpse of something far more than wielding your pure melds and drawing the power through you. It was like you weren't drawing the power through you and the weapons, you were the power, is what it felt like. A crushing wave, expanding beyond the limits of a mortal mind to take.
I was like, oh, okay. Not doing that again. Woo! That was a bit much. Don't touch the rock.
How are you feeling? Like,
Overwhelmed. I felt like
Power overwhelming.
yeah, the power within this rock is overwhelming.
Now, I could have told you that.
Could have? Why didn't you?
I tried!
You know, like trying and doing are two different things.
Lonnie's gonna turn around.
No, Lonnie, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
And Lonnie wants to try
It's a joke. I'm sorry.
casting. I don't know if she would have like learned because I think there's like a level 2. No, this is a level. Yeah, this is a level 2 spell. So I don't know if she would have learned this in her time, but she wants to try bark skin, except she wants to try casting it like a druid would. But if that's like too high of a level, Cure Wounds is also within both spells.
So you attempt to form the spell Barksing. You've seen it done many times by the druids of your people. You trained to be able to do it yourself. And here now, at this barrier, this thinned place, where the confluence of the woad bends what the real is and what it could be. This raw font of potential. Magic begins to move around you. There's a sparking at the rim of the figure 8 formed around the rod as the multi-chromatic energy swirls closer to Lonnie. Lonnie is doing a hand symbol and intoning a sound that you guys have not heard her do before. It appears as though she's trying to cast some sort of spell. For your part, Lonnie, you do it, and it's like you can feel it forming, coming to you, like when you were early on training to do basic cantrips. But it just doesn't fully arrive. The spell isn't cast yet, but you think if you kept going, you might be able to do it.
Fuck it! I just told Tento not to do bad ideas. Let's do it with myself.
So what you...
Do as Lonnie says, not as Lonnie do.
All right,
Yeah.
so give me a wisdom save.
Is this magical?
Definitely. All right. So, you draw upon the power of this place. It crackles and warps in your hand, and you feel overwhelmed by it. It is distinct, it is powerful, and it wells and shines. And important question: who are you casting Barkskin on?
On herself.
There is a cornucopia of bark that starts to sprout from your skin of every
Oh, she
different type
probably
of
would have
wood.
stepped off of Lumi for this.
Yeah, you hop off of acacia and aspen and pine and palm and all sorts of twisting, twirling, strange forms. But there's a flicker and a skitter, and suddenly more and more bark comes off of you. It's less of a hauberk and more of plate, but the trees that start to come out next aren't real trees. It's red and it's white and it's raw and it's bleeding, and it evokes the tendrils that you summon forth when you use your oracle powers, and you feel something pulling at the well as you cast, trying to come through, bidden by your power. A red glow at the center.
As Tento sees that, he pulls out this dagger and starts cutting at the vines.
All right, so
Oh shit.
wait, hold on. So you want to run up to Lonnie and cut out the vines that twirl from the middle of the bark skin that she's summoning on
Yes,
herself? Okay.
because
Make,
she never likes those things.
Sacred
So
sauce.
all right, make me an attack roll against AC 16, aka the bark skin.
do I have a advantage because I'm next to an ally?
Get that one.
Lumi is not presently flanking with you. Okay. The Taishnolken. It's a pretty volatile weapon, and it is immediately shimmering with a bright rainbow hue, but it turns red and then very white as you slice one of the tendrils. There is a clap, a thunderous clap. Lonnie, Lumi, Tento make strength saves. Tento with advantage. Is magic in nature.
Man, if only counted for physical saves.
Okay. There's a thunderclap in the air.
I'm gonna twist of fate Lonnie's.
Hmm.
17.
Yeah, 17.
Okay, so
I'm
God,
sorry,
you have to
Lumi.
type twice.
Lumi is knocked over and blown away, slamming into the tree. Lonnie and Tento are just knocked over and are just knocked back 5 feet, staying on their feet. And the Barkskin spell collapses, and all the power falls away from you, and you feel the depth of the loss deeply, Lonnie, as the tragic loss of your intended path comes rearing back at you. The knowledge, the feeling deeply that something about your oracle nature interfered with what was otherwise a druidic casting. And in that moment, there is a voice. And a face appears in the shadows between 2 trees. Who disturbs my grove? A floating, smiling face in the shadows.
Lonnie doesn't notice the face because she just lets out a scream, like a scream of loss.
It's a huge, it's like a very, very loud scream, right?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Lonnie, are you
What the heck did you
okay?
do?
You note as this happens, the tree that the sapling that she summoned earlier with Barkskin, as she screams,
Cantrip, yeah.
bursts into flames.
Tendo, what the heck did you do? Why did you interrupt it?
Because she doesn't like those red roots things, and it was gonna like it was going around her.
Yes, but you can't stop magic mid-cast.
I didn't think that was gonna stop it.
Yeah, I don't think it's time to be arguing. There is a
What?
floating face
What
over
the fuck?
there that just
Yes.
talked to
Hello.
us.
You there, who casted the spells of the druid. What a fascinating overlap. And it sort of its eyes bear down at Lonnie, and it seems to wait a moment and say, "Oh, the tragedy. I see. You are so unlike the gull, and yet you follow in his shadow."
I'm like, who? What do you say?
The entity doesn't seem to fully recognize what Tento is saying to it. Although do have a sense as if though when you look at the face, you see the whole grotto. It's hard to explain, but then you remember, you've encountered Barats before, the spirits of the land. Normally, in the Albardian Empire, they're all raked in the same direction. If you imagine a great sea of sands all raked as if there was Zen garden to flow properly, right? But this isn't the Albardian Empire, and it's just manifesting physically, although you're presently in an area sort of warped by that aura. And this face goes on to say, "What's this? Two machines, one in the hide of a creature. You're a wolf without a pack, and you without your tribe. What brings the four of you here? And why do
Poncho's
I
gonna step
feel
out.
this gut? Ah, the
Who is
thorn
it?
in my side sprouts a spider, and an
Oh,
auspicious
he can't
one
see
at
us.
that."
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
What?
well, the Shade of Desire, so this thing seems to notice and start to put things two and two together as Kabancho steps out, but it didn't list you two, no.
My name is Kabancho, and we are adventurers.
More than
Did not mean to
adventure.
disturb you.
You bear the blade that kissed your mother's 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 side, and it is reborn, just like you. A fascinating and auspicious occasion. And,
Do you know of Arachna?
of course, I danced when shadows were young. When this place rose from the sea and then fell.
Could you tell me what is this place? What is that rock? What are you?
That rock is the place I was born. The land imbued with spirit, and I to embody. I am the spirit of this place, the shade of desire. And more than any spirit on this island, I love to talk. That's why we're talking now. Sometimes druids come to pay homage and perform rituals. I invite their company. I do not invite the company of the Fae and their practitioners. I so despise their meddling ways. But this one comes at a curious angle. And the Shade of Desire's eyes burn down at Lonnie, looming even. And it says, "Tell me, child, why have you sought this place? Is it to regain what you have lost?" Casey, you there?
I Lonnie says, I didn't choose to find this place, just like I didn't choose to have my life taken away from me.
Such is the tyranny of this world. Well, the Shade of Desire looks out over all of you and says, I cannot give you back what has been stolen from you, but where others would offer to illuminate the path, I can show you the shades in between. I feel in you a desire to walk the path of restitution for yourself, to regain what was taken, and to give back what was unasked. Am I wrong?
No.
I see a secret hidden at the edge of your perception. It would help you in achieving your goal. However, I would ask a service of you in exchange.
I looked at her and was like, God fucking not again.
Hey, at least it's not an owl this time.
Yeah, at least it's not it's
Hey,
specifically a
hey,
sus
we don't
owl.
know if it's an owl. It could be an owl.
You're right, you're right.
Like how both of you disagreed with me.
Lonnie
But he hasn't said who yet.
Lonnie asks, what is it that you asked for?
Before I state my price, I feel a thorn in my side. Something twists my vision. The spider emerged from a point I cannot see. If I would do business with you plainly, I would see all your faces, just as you see mine.
Lonnie's gonna look to see if Zion's gonna start putting it away.
I'll point at Tento.
Alright, so
All right, yeah, I'll put it away.
you slide the rod away, and just like that, the figure eight goes away, and the aura goes away, and it says, ah. Life given to the weave in total, and a child of a distant wood. Welcome, and make yourself at home. I am the Shade of Desire. Druids pay homage to me across the great seas, and come to draw power here. You who have now raised and burnt a sapling in my presence have gone through the cycle of death and life right before me. Before my eyes, in my presence, my spirit moved through its vein. In this sense, I know both how you give life and how you take it. Yes, and I see it writ in the scars and the lines of your hand. Every insect and bird can smell and see and feel. Yes, the dirt beneath your wolf's feet. Lumi gets up, shakes herself off, and is like, oh. I feel it. I feel you. I feel this place, this moment. Everything just as it should be. You have come forth at just the right time. And I offer you... Let me just find an appropriate fucking song. I offer you a simple trade. I promise new life. The chance to take back what the world has taken from you. You, just as you have raised this sapling and killed it, must offer death alongside life. There are a group of hunters. They have come. They seek deeply. They kill. They rip. They take more than is due. Death and life are all part of a cycle. Just because you clothe yourselves in dead plants and animal skins does not make the type of person you are any less a part of the cycle. It is not that they do not have the right to kill. No, it is that they pervert it, and they revel in it. I do not care for the fates of distant shores, but the spirits near me cry out in a tongue only I can express. And I will be next. They have come here with a banner bearing a pierced snake. That ship is unlike the others.
Do these hunters have no, how to say, do they not get any chances of redemption?
Redemption is not a concept of nature. There is survival.
So you want us to get rid of these people?
What matters is that they cannot be permitted to continue.
Gotcha.
And I do not trust. You must bind them in eternity. Be that in death, or by curse, or by sending their ship to the bottom of the sea. It matters not. But you cannot allow them to leave safely unbound. I do not put faith or stock in words, or agreements etched in dead tree. Only that which lives in the bark holds weight in the true court of nature. Binding words, or for the lies of the Fae, put no stock in them.
Is this not asking for the lives of many for just one?
One stands above all. Many will die, but that is acceptable. What is not acceptable is the destruction of the ecosystem, the breakdown of the fabric that binds us together, the flow of life. The spirits of my sister island cry out as their eyes are ripped from their sockets, their bodies are flayed, the greatest source of power flowing through them reduced, their very ability to think, to express anything reduced. That cry of rage you gave at loss. They knew it too. And in that moment, I knew you understood the pain they were made to suffer by these hunters. That is why I ask. That is why I offer.
I'll look at Lonnie. What do you say, Lonnie? This is... Well, it feels like more or less a deal with you, specifically. I look to the other two. I'm here to help with whatever you decide.
Yeah. Is Lonnie starting her villain arc? Is this where it starts?
And if this is done, I just return here?
Do this. The Shade of Desire thinks and says, if you would speak to me again, return here. If you must leave these islands once it is done, I can call upon all the spirits of the island, and in thanks, they will help me convey the message I have for you, the truth I withhold for our bargain.
Man, I wonder how much this truth is worth. Jeez. This is like asking us to like murder like 10 people.
I think it's more than 10 people. There's probably a
I
lot
think
of
it's a
people on
lot
a
of
ship.
people.
It's,
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
if we look at
3
the
ships worth of crews.
if you look at the ship handout, right? It's a Bagliano.
look at
And
the ship.
I didn't list crews per ship, did I? Did I
what was
add
this
that
under
right
again?
after I took the notes, ship rules, Call of the Sea, ship rules and stats?
Notes, ship rules.
So the Barat asking for either them to die or them to just not be able to leave the island.
So the Barat needs them to be completely incapable of continuing what they're doing. Either because you have slaughtered their command structure and everybody else is just like definitely running away, because you have somehow caused their organization to just like stop, because you've like cursed them somehow, because you've sunk their ship, or because you've killed all of them. But there's no like, oh, I really promise I'm not gonna come back and keep
Yeah.
fucking like they're not gonna. There's no taking their word for it. You know what I mean? You need to damage them deeply enough that it's no longer a matter of whether or not. Hold on one moment.
All right, guys, we need to level up, and then I need to go see if I can learn some sort of curse.
Yeah, so
Isn't that just as bad to like?
so basically,
What do you mean?
you need to fuck them up so bad that they are no longer capable of continuing to do what they're doing right now.
We got a curse in the machine
Yeah, we have
in
it.
our name.
Yeah, we have a cursed hammer, but like, what do you want? You're just gonna throw a hammer at the captain?
I mean, we can offer it.
I mean, yeah.
That sounds like a bad idea.
How long did we ever say how long we were planning on staying on this island?
We did not.
We're just here
Or is
to
that all?
resupply, so however long resupplying takes.
Lonnie responds, I suppose you will have an answer within a couple days.
Then I will await each moonrise and each sunfall, and we will see what is left of the spirits of the Eastern Islands when the answer comes.
This might be a little like can I insight
Yeah.
check if it's like just dangling this like truth and like trying to like get me to do something, or is it like, no, I legitimately think this is a fair trade.
Yeah. Hit it with it. Hit it with it.
It was
It's
so
hard to
close
say.
20.
It's hard to it's hard to say. But the Shade Desire, almost sensing your distrust, says, "I am not a fae, and unlike them, I can lie, but I am not a fae. So unlike them, the hearts that beat and flow, the spirits that swell and move, that live and die through me, are true, not an echo, not themselves a lie. You must trust me as you would anything bound in flesh and bone. By blood and stump and the right of the forest, see, we are like you. Let me show you." And the Shade of Desire disappears. And all of the shadows in the clearing start to twist and dance. You see figures, distorted reflections of reality and people, twisting, dancing, wicked down, cut to pieces, severed at each limb and left to writhe as a strange embryonic heart emerges, twisting, breaking from the chest and seeking something, as creature after creature is killed and hauled away, as the natural roots and herbs are ripped up. This place, which regenerates so fast, outstripped by sheer greed and avarice.
I was gonna say, should we not mention that we came here to this island to like get a bunch of lumber?
I mean, everyone comes to this island for lumber and food. You don't.
But
you,
they're
you,
excessive. Gotcha.
You wanna bring this up? You could bring this up.
Bring those up. So like, should we not have mentioned that we like came to this island to like get lumber?
The trees, the shadows show you. Ship after ship comes. Trees fall, trees rise. The explosion of the seed pods. It is the cycle of life continued. The island sustains it. But then you see these pantomimed crews go deeper and deeper. They dig up what is within. They find something else, and they cut out a bleeding heart. You see death. You see the pods fall, and nothing explodes. The trees wither. Life goes. All the other ships come and go, and the forests remain. One ship comes, and death is what is left. The cycle is gone.
All right, heard loud and clear. Let's start heading back, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and as you do, the Shade of Desire reappears in your path under this tree and says, I await your reply eagerly. So too do those who rely upon this place. This intersection of the road will always be here. And as a Barat, I cannot die. But if all the world shifts around me, and the shade of desire grows darker and longer, who is to say what I will become? For as much as the Fae are echoes, and I spite them for it, I am a reflection, a shadow, the shade of desire. And the shade of desire fades away. There is a single ashen sprout brought forth and destroyed by Lonnie as you, head away.
Before I leave,
Yeah?
I'm gonna try and just write the rune into the ground and see what happens.
So you carve the rune, right? And for about 10 seconds, it looks like nothing's going to happen. People are kind of like, oh, I guess it just did that. And there is a whoosh, bang, as the dirt itself goes like you see it frost over, and then there was a red hot spark as if of fire, and the dirt is dispersed before the rune effect fully fires.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
we should get going.
Lonnie, as he walks, oh, Lonnie, what the fuck would happen there? Why did it look like a tree tried eating you?
Want to talk about it?
I'm sorry, what?
Don't want to talk about it.
It's kind of hard not to. It's just what started the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Want to talk about it right now?
Like, what is going on? Why did...
By the time the party has returned, the Ballinger is up on the shore, and the other ship is sort of, in position. Not only that, you see that one of these little thwarts from earlier is paddling over.
Real quick, before we head completely back, Kabancha's gonna ask, so do we think this is like the other, I don't even know what they're called, the other creatures that we've seen, like Fault and Envy? Do we think this is something like that?
So Fault and Envy were demons. You've met Barats before, and some of them are evil. The very first one you talked to in the creek, that was really creepy and evil, and then you met Huayul as well, when you were coming up on Horn HQ, that was a Barat. But you've communicated with other Barats.
Huayul is a Barat?
A Barat are, yeah.
No, he was one?
No. Huayul was not.
Barat,
you talked to
and
a
then Huayul
different.
came out.
You talked to a different Barat that was like the spirit of a dead creek.
Okay.
Based on
Huayul was a Barat, I was like, what?
Based on everything you saw, you're pretty sure that was a Barat. You're pretty sure that was, a feature. And you do see a blue-white flag of Parley hung from the thwart that is coming over. So they're coming over with the symbol of parlay. Meanwhile, y'all are over here in the woods. Not yet where the crew is, but you can tell they pulled up. You're having your conversation.
Do we
So
non-sea folks honor parlays? Do pirates honor parlay?
well,
Well, to be
So-
fair,
wait, which
Maybe
one
not
do you wait?
pirates.
Which one are we? Are we the pirates or are we the non-sea people?
we're the non-sea people. We're
Oh,
called
okay, we're
Shade
not
of
the
the
pirates.
Mountain.
There could
mean,
be
I
sea
don't
in the
see-
shade of a mountain.
Can you see the parlay flag from a mountain? Who knows?
Anyways,
Hey, I don't see why we shouldn't honor it. It's not like they're looking for a fight. If they are,
Yeah.
well, we're pretty ready. Yeah.
we might be looking for a fight, and I look at Lonnie again.
Like, yeah, Lonnie, what do you want?
Lonnie, we gotta talk about something before we meet up with everyone. Unless you're gonna make a decision in front of everyone. If you want our input in private, we're gonna have to talk about this now.
Should we give the input first?
Lolly doesn't say anything. He just kind of stares straight ahead.
All right. I'll take
Right.
that as you're gonna make a decision in front of everyone.
Hmm.
Would you like our input? All right, all right, Kabancha, why don't you go first? What info would you like to give to Lonnie? Since it seems like she's only listening rather than talking.
She can make her decision.
Zion?
I care not either way.
All right.
As long as
Good
we are
talk.
safe.
That's two out of three. Yeah. Okay. I think it is pretty bad that the spirit is asking us to kill more than a dozen people.
To be fair, it's not asking us to kill them.
It is asking us to incapacitate them to the point where they cannot survive. Yes,
Oh, we can just
No.
disarm them.
they cannot survive without their arms, Zion.
He just wants them off his island.
No,
for
they
them
want
never come
to
back.
off, yeah, and never come back. How do you think
Yeah.
that's gonna happen?
What if we just
He
disarm
literally said,
one arm?
yeah, he could probably survive one arm. It literally said, hey, you either kill them, sink their ships, or do something so they can never return.
Mm-hmm.
He even said to curse them, which I don't think we can do effectively.
We do have a curse, though.
Me too.
Yeah, but that's like for one person, and I don't know if like that's gonna deter all of them.
You do have a few ways that you could get curses that you might like. So, Zion could study historical curses until Zion comes up with one.
Technically, Cabancho has used curses in the past.
Yeah, Kabancho used curses, and not only that, Kabancho could imbibe Silk White Night Venom and go on a dream vision quest. Go on a dream vision, right? In a better, more effective way than either you or most other Anoraks, and kind of hit up Spider Mommy for a curse, and
Spider mommy.
That's what Arachna
I
is.
feel
that-
like we
and-
found our answer, guys. I don't know if there's any more
And,
discussion to be had.
with enough power, who knows what Lonnie is capable of? Frankly, probably extreme violence.
I do not. I agree that Lonnie is capable of extreme violence. Whether she does that or not is up to her. I am not doubting that. Also, you have the White Knight Silk Venom.
Technically, it's something that I can produce.
It can be.
It is.
It can be. What it is it's like ultra refined Anorak venom. So technically
Are you
speaking, he can in a glass and then refine it with alchemical tools. Like Zion could put that shit in the lab, and Kabancho could give pointers, and they could.
Are you saying
Make
that we
it,
could
yeah.
constantly get high?
That's an eye. Yeah, you could Zion. I mean,
No.
Zion could basically turn the machine of no
Let me
name
repeat.
into like a
No.
bartender, but like for whatever
He's just
kind of
whipping up a
liquids you
cocktail.
want. A quick silk white night cocktail. Yeah.
It's
All
like
right,
Alright,
we're
come
doing
on,
shot,
show.
guys.
We found your new calling in life. Every
it's like
death
a-
was actually trying to lead you to being a drug dealer.
Yeah, it's like a
Mhm.
White Russian, but this will actually like fuck up and mess up your life.
We could see what Treadfar thinks.
Also,
I
it's this
mean-
ship, right?
Yeah, it's that.
Well,
crew.
For
it's gonna
no
be
particular
all
reason.
3 ships.
Huh? But all
Technically,
three
it's gonna be
ships.
all 3 ships.
It looks like
Well, this
Where's the
one's
third
this one's
ship?
parlaying.
So these thwarts are just like the same thing that you guys have, where they're like a boat that's like 10 feet wide. These can't sail on their own, right? Like they've got to. Like these are definitely just like the boats from this Bagliano. You know what I mean?
They're
So presumably they're just crew members from this ship. Yeah. So this ship and its extended crew.
I guess the other option we have is just tell them to go away. Hopefully they'll go away,
No,
and
that's
then
not
we
gonna
just
work.
Remember that explicitly they were like, "I'm not going to take their word for it." Is what it was. What I told
Hmm.
you.
well at
I
the end of
mean-
the day, if we just get them off the island, that should be good enough for it. It's not gonna. I don't know how badly Lonnie wants this truth, but you can at least appease it a little bit by just sending them away, regardless.
I mean, the spirits of the island would probably enjoy the reprieve, but the shade. I'm not going to like overall, like as the DM, like say too much, but the shade, like in explicit language,
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
literally said that,
you
but we
can't
also
just, you can't just talk it into leaving. Like you got to make sure they're not able to come. That doesn't mean you have to do that. You could find a way to use
Yeah.
diplomacy to solve this problem. You totally could. But yeah, that's
Historically speaking, the way we handle stuff like this is beat the crap out of them and indoctrinate the rest.
Oh,
I don't
we're
know.
gonna get a
That's
new
what I
boat.
was thinking too. It's like, what if we just add them to our group? But then I was like,
That's
wait,
what
that's
we've
like
done with the past like 5 different seafaring groups that are.
no, we did that with everyone on
Questionable
the
danger.
land. The people we met at the sea, we pretty much killed most of them.
Yeah, we only
No.
rescued the people who were victims
Yeah,
That's
of
fair.
piracy.
in one time you
Yeah,
did let a
and-
pirate go, and remember how that went.
yeah, and like the other only time we did was the Cyclops and
They were
yeah,
victims, kind of.
Yeah, they were also victims too, but they were also part of the problem. But yeah,
Regardless, that is a way, and we can get our captain to agree to never come here again,
again,
or
like,
we scare the living shit out of all of them.
but like that doesn't apply, or that's not way to ask though. It basically wants us to maim these guys to make sure they don't ever return, and like, I don't
Yeah,
know about you guys, but I
We've
don't
done more
really
for
like
less.
making deals with unknown magical creatures.
We've done more for less. Again, Lonnie, I'd like to think that we'll support your decision. We just need you to make a decision. This seems like a deal with you specifically. It makes it very hard for us to support you if we don't know which way you're leaning.
agreed.
What Capancho said.
This is not an easy decision to make in one night. Out of character.
No, yeah, absolutely. So I mean,
Yeah.
as like, you guys are like having this conversation, like, and like what you see right before you is you're coming around the bend out of the Desire Path. The Ballinger is up on the sand. Captain Keiko is like giving stuff. The people who are taking the crew under Cabancho are hammering away at the
Like
deck.
Capancho's a crew.
Well, technically speaking, Cabancho is captain of that Ballinger.
Oh right, the acting
Oh,
Oh
captain.
yeah,
And
the
the-
other
and the-
You
battle.
still need to name the ship.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah,
you're right.
and the penitent, Gentuli's brought the penitent up on the side for repairs as well. And you guys are in there, and,
Do we
Rash-
want to listen to what they have to say first?
Do we know what parlay is?
You understand the
I would
concept that like
hope
there's a
so.
flag that indicates, hey, we want to come talk to you. When you guys did when you guys met the trade ship and went aboard the Alfblade, the parlay flags were used for that. So you understand
Oh.
the blue white flag means parlay in like a more neutral setting. Like a pure white flag of surrender is frequently used for parlay in like combat. So they're not implying combat by the use of. They're
I mean, at the
they're
very
just like,
least,
hey,
yes.
hey, we want to chat. What it means.
At the very least, we need to hear them out.
And they're coming over in like a lifeboat of 3 of your ships here, and Rashuna on the, they probably wouldn't be doing this if they were gonna try and hit you, right?
Yeah,
You
they
would-
would probably
This could be a
ignore.
trap. I don't know, like they could be pulling a fast one, but
They
right
could,
now,
they could magically teleport all their guys here.
stranger things have happened.
It's gonna be a Sea of Thieves where they have just an Athena keg somewhere on their ship.
Yeah,
What's an Athena keg? What are you talking about?
It's a giant explosive barrel. That's basically a nuke.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Wait, when did they add that? Hello?
A while ago.
Not
but they're
important
kinda
right now.
yeah. But so basically, what we leave on is you guys have just had talked to the Shade of Desire as the Shade of the Mountain, and you see that these the Trident Society hunters, have sent over a ship to Parlay, and you are going to do what you will with that information. There are beasts in these woods to hunt. In fact, you feel as if though the worst beasts of the wood did not interfere with you on the path of desire. Probably deliberately. And,
That's what
Yeah,
I'll say.
because
The
we scared
worst-
those boars bad.
I was gonna say
That's
the worst
why.
thing there was those boars. I think they have other things to
I
worry
don't
about.
think that's the worst.
that's not the...
That's
Yeah,
definitely
no,
not the worst
that's
thing.
what I'm saying though. Like
But
the
we
worst episode
scared
of
them
yeah.
so
Yeah, the
bad that
shadows.
everything bigger than those boars are already scared of us.
Have
That's why.
having talked to the Shade of Desire, you get the feeling that maybe the shadows were a little thicker in a symbolic way on your way in and out. So yeah, there's dangers of the island, there's the dangers of the other people on the other boat, there's the dangers of the spirits, and you don't know what's going to happen. But you do know that next Monday there will be more High Road. Also, a very special announcement about Diesel Shot stuff will be made soon, trademark. So if you're a Kickstarter backer, be on the lookout. But until then, I've been Leland. This has been the High Road crew, and I think we're calling it 9 early because I've dropped a big bomb on the players. Thank you all for coming out, and we are if anybody would appreciate all 1 of our viewers.
No, wait, you didn't do feedback.
Fuck, you're right. Just kidding. No.
Just do quick feedback.
I was changing it. Kai, hit me with your feedback.
Yeah, it was a nice little session. I'm glad you let me craft the
MK.
MK. I didn't expect it to deal that much damage. But
Yeah, I didn't either.
yeah,
A little scary.
slowly getting a mini army by myself is really fun. Yeah, and I look forward to Lonnie's decision.
Remember when we had like armies, right? We're just gonna
Yeah.
come back, and it's actually just gonna be like a combination of animals that Tento has picked up as friends,
Yeah. No,
8
see,
pixies, and whatever Zion has made.
Zion's gonna be
Whoa.
the solo leveling character guy, the main character of his Shadow Army. Except it's an army of metal.
Oh, you leaving out Kabancha here. I've got an army of Anarch spider assassins.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I've literally recruited an extra one.
You didn't recruit anyone. You just told
Yeah,
her to
but
meet
this
up
is
with
so
you. What are
much
you talking
funnier
about?
that we just have this self-made army. You can have your
Yeah.
own separate army. You have a separate army.
Also,
but we're gonna have
technically-
our own little conglomerate army over here of just friends we've made along the way.
Zion can
Quite
have
some,
those
quite
plant,
literally.
those living plant things, and now he's got an incredibly strong poison sack and just arm them
Yeah.
all with poison.
Look, just wait till I get Awaken plant. Or no, I think it's just called Awaken. We're just
Oh,
gonna have
yeah,
a
Zion
quite
does have-
literally man-made army.
Yeah. There's like 4 of those at
Why
the
does the
castle.
thief have the animal army? Why don't you have the animal army?
Because I respect their autonomy.
You make it sound like I don't.
Ooh, implication. But yeah, so Kai, is that
They're my friends.
looking forward to Lion's
Yeah.
decision? All right, Shin, hit me with it.
I thought that this session was really good. There's a lot of interesting things with the island already. The boars were a little disappointing, but I wasn't expecting too much from small boars.
Hmm.
But maybe we'll find some of what makes them interesting and survivable on this island later.
10 of them.
Uh,
10 of them makes them interesting.
I mean, possibly it could just be mass numbers, and they could have
Yeah.
something like pack tactics.
I mean,
Making them
to be
ridiculous.
To be fair, I was kind of surprised all of you guys took like a passive approach to them. I saw myself last on initiative. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna piss the boars off.
And I really like the shade of desire in that interaction. I kind of wish we could have stuck around and experimented more with the Woadwell.
Yeah, my bad.
I mean, no,
I
you
mean,
did
technically
your
my
experiment.
technically my bad.
No, you two got your experiment, but like, I also had a bad idea that I think would also have gone very poorly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, bad
Fucking
idea,
brought out-
boo.
If
But-
you brought out your
Zion also
blade.
did its experiment. You're the only one that missed out.
Mhm.
No, it's
No,
okay.
Zion
I
had
mean,
the
we're still on the
rods.
island.
Yeah, Zion had its experiment, so it's just Cabancho that missed out.
That's
It's
true.
okay. I'll just sneak away at the night
Sucks
and
to
do
be
my experiment.
Cabancho.
Yeah, do that. See what happens. See ya.
The
I'm
one
sure
time I
nothing-
truly split the party.
Oh, cool. 2 people are gonna be sneaking out tonight. I mean, what?
But yeah, hopefully this doesn't just become a massacre, but I'm also kind of excited for that. And see what kind of imbuement the messes with magic aura we kind of basked in for a little while. Because, that's totally not going to happen. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. So we can explore the rest of the island.
Alan.
Hi. Today was fun. Lots of fun RPing. Yeah, we got. Oh, Casey has some choices to make. We're just gonna sit back and support whatever Casey chooses. There is no wrong answer. Remember that.
If you know what, if you can find out in time what Lonnie chooses.
I personally like how the boars reacted. How they just sort of ran away because, like, they're animals. They're not gonna fight to the death. They're gonna run before they fight to the death.
Except for that one dumbass.
Yeah, except that one dumb boar. But for the most part, animals usually, especially if they're predators, they don't really stand and fight. They try to sneak attack you and then they'll run away if it's not successful.
Yeah.
So personally, I thought that was a pretty nice touch. Except that one boar, which thought he was the main character, and then quickly learned that he was not. With a knife to the head.
Main character.
Yeah, / rip main character. We actually killed the main character of the island, guys. It was the boar. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right. With that, Casey, would you like to give your feedback?
Yeah, there's fun little surprises on the island, and correct me if I'm wrong, but good job pulling shit out of your ass because I don't think of foreseeing us doing dumb shit like that around the.
Oh yeah, I drew that whole map mid-session too.
Yeah. So yeah, good job pulling that out of your ass. And then us taking a sharp left, and you're like, okay, I guess this is where we're going.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do very much appreciate you typing out important details for us.
Yeah, it just feels like there's a lot of time when like we can check a chat log way more easier than we can a VOD, you know what I mean? Especially mid-session. So it feels like sometimes I ought to type this stuff out. I'm still mastering the right way to like keep talking and typing or whatever, but we'll work
It's
on it.
also helpful because like then we don't have to awkwardly ask you like, how do you spell this? How do you spell this?
Yeah, you can just copy paste.
But yeah, I look forward to fucking up a whole crew.
Lonnie wouldn't do that, right?
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
That doesn't sound very suring.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Darren, stay behind.
Stay behind as in like not in the fire, stay behind as in you're gonna leave me on the island.
Yes.
Should have known. Should have known.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you very much for coming out, everyone. And you have a little Omega Om TV has like two viewers right now, so I think we will raid them and it will be appreciated. I will see you all on the flip.